Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we have to talk about where's your duffel bag of cash? Let's get it. High risk, high rewards. We're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go over a few things for that financial independence day coming up. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for being here on a Friday night in the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Well, please smash the like button once again. And if you like what we're talking about during the live stream, please click the all notification bell after you subscribe. All right, well, we're going to get into it because it's been like crypto week, but then it turns into the stock market week. All-time records in the stock market. This is crazy what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, people are out of work. People are out of jobs. More people are using their credit cards because they have to live paycheck to paycheck. Prices are rising, but yet stock market still continues to go up. Unbelievable. I don't know what to tell you, but this is where the duffel bag of cash keeps you handy. Is going to be handy for you down the line. Auntie Val's in the house with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here. She has her usual tagline. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. Good evening, family, with the heart, with the strength in the house. Thank you so much, Auntie Val, once again for being here. Paula Murrian's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Eric, SSN, no guru zone. That's right, Paula. Thank you so much. Nice to see you once again. It's the no guru zone. If you're new here, that's what this is known as. There's no cost here. There's no courses to buy. None of that. There's no webinar to sign up for, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have a chat room. You can ask the questions right here. You're going to get answers. That's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what else we got going on tonight. Who else is in the house? Victor Marrero is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has the icon and his tagline is in check. Hello, all. Let's do this. Thank you so much, Paula Miriam. Yes, very nice to see you once again, Paula. And let's go, ladies and gentlemen, because we got to talk about this. You notice I said in the title of this, where's your duffel bag of cash? Now, let's get real. I know 7 out of 10 people don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. I know this. So you can't have your duffel bag of cash. 7 out of 10 people, 70 out of 100. That's a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen. And when you start talking about 350 million people, that means 200 million people. That's a lot of people when you really start thinking about it. And it's getting worse. So therefore, where's your duffel bag of cash? That means you're going to have to do something now to secure your bag, that duffel bag of cash, something you should have been doing 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And if you haven't, well, you better start right now. We're going to go over some of these high-risk crypto plays because it's been crypto week all week long with all this DeFi, finance, bellabahoo. All of this people are doing, talking about, and it's always too good to be true. But we're going to get into that as well. So please stay tuned. All right. Oh, my goodness. Paula Marion, Welcome back. And she does a donation. Thank you so much, Paula Marion, for the donation. You know, I humbly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Thank you once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to say, let's get it. That's the second sentence here. Let's get it is because you can't sit on your laurels, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even care if you're making $100,000 a year. I don't care. All right. The reason why I don't care is because you can't tell me how much gas is going to cost me in 6 months to a year. You can't tell me how much a loaf of bread is going to cost, or eggs, or meat, or vegetables, or my electricity, how much that's going to go up. Because if it goes up 10 to 15%, that means your 100,000 is worth 85,000 now. So it's dire out here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to get a whole lot worse. Christmas time is here again. Thanksgiving, these manufactured holidays, they're coming just in the nick of time for you to spend money and waste some of that duffel bag of cash on garbage. This is not the time to waste your duffel bag of cash, ladies and gentlemen, because a month from now, it looks like it's going to be around Thanksgiving. You know what happens. You know how much the price of food has increased. It's going to cost you a whole lot of money doing some sort of Thanksgiving dinners. All right. And I'm not talking about $100 no more neither. This is going to cost a few hundred if you think you're going to be entertaining people for Thanksgiving and the holiday. And then a month later from that, you have Christmas. And we all know what the manufactured holiday Christmas stands for. It's not a religious holiday. It's for gifts. And what do parents do? They give out gifts, even if they can't afford it. So there goes your duffel bag of cash. So just think about this. What if you don't implore or enforce or put your money into these manufactured holidays and said, I'm going to put it into my own business. I'm going to put it into an investment. I'm going to put it into another vehicle. And we're going to talk about high risk and high rewards shortly here because it's crypto week, ladies and gentlemen. We already talked about Wonderland. We already talked about Olympus DAO. We already talked about Strongblock. That's right. Some of you a month and a half ago when Auntie Val was on and kind enough to mention Strongblock, again, I'll say it every live stream. The coin was $515 that night when we were on. That weekend, we were on a Wednesday, I believe. 4 days later, that price for the coin was $450, $460. In case somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is Strongblock. And basically, you get 1/10 of the coin price every day. So at the time, you could have bought 10 coins because that's what you need for a node. 10 coins would have cost you around $5,000. Well, I have bad news for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's not really bad news, but it's bad news for some. Because if you weren't paying attention a month and a half ago, sadly, I looked at the coin price today, $836 a coin. So if you really start looking at it, even if you'd have bought a few strong tokens in itself for $500 or $475, now it's up to $836. That's almost $300 more per coin. Just alone, if you would have had 10 coins, you now have $3,000 profit in less than a month. You see where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen? Some people actually took risk, got their Strongblock node, bought some Strongblock. They're doing very well both ways. Now it's $80 a day. Now, 80 a day times 30, if that actually was able to keep up, is $2,400 a month. Getting 50% of your investment in 30 days is pretty awesome. As long as it keeps rolling, we're all rolling, ladies and gentlemen. But it's high risk, high rewards. That's why you need that duffel bag of cash. Because again, I've been talking about that duffel bag of cash for 3 years. That would have been the time to deploy it. That would have been one of those times. All right, let's see what else we got in the house, because I'm sure it's going on. Paula Marion, thank you so much again. She says, you're welcome. Terry Jones is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. He's in the building. That's right, he's here. Thank you so much. Exactly 100. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Liquidate those liabilities into assets. That's exactly right, Terry Jones. That's what you should be doing, ladies and gentlemen, because you only have 2 months and 10 days to get your assets together, ladies and gentlemen. You can still buy assets. There's opportunities galore. A3 Saval's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Let's get it. That's right. We got to get it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, boss and SSN, I missed y'all so much. We missed you too. Vanessa Comagate's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. I appreciate it. Glad to see you once again. And she's in the house. Paula Marion, that Black Friday fanfare designed to rob you of your hard-earned cash. Secure the bag, fam. That's it exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about what we should be doing coming up because she just mentioned it. The Black Friday fanfare. Do you have something to sell, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have a product or service? You got to do your Black Friday. You got to do your Cyber Mondays. You got to join in the party. People are willing to spend money. You know what Black Friday's like and Cyber Monday's like? It's like when somebody gets married. It's hilarious. So somebody says they're getting married. They sit there and they go, yeah, you know, a dress, $5,000, $10,000, no problem. Oh yeah, you know that venue, $5,000, $10,000, no problem. Oh yeah, the men's tuxedos, the women's dresses, no problem. The food that you're ordering for other people, thousands of dollars, no problem. That's what Black Friday is like and Cyber Mondays. No problem. We'll just spend money because I don't know about you, but there's a bunch of people who sit there and go, man, I wish I would have used that money that I spent on my wedding and invested it because that would have turned into $1 million. But I was too busy with the hype. And that's what's the funniest thing. So you always wondered how, that's the perfect example. Soon as somebody says wedding and somebody's going to do a wedding, all of a sudden they freak out and they're like, throw caution to the wind. Thousands of dollars seemingly doesn't even matter anymore. That is what it's like on Christmas, Easter's, all these manufactured holidays, and you're giving your bag to who? So let's reverse it this year, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a product and service, you got to promote it. All right? Get your Cyber Mondays together. Get your Black Friday together. Get your pre-Black Friday together. You know what's coming, right? We know people out of work. We own companies, right? So you know people out of work. So you know the numbers should be a little down on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So what are we going to do? We're going to do it a week before pre-Black Friday, right? You guys with me yet? That's the bag we're going to secure. We're not going out here spending money on Black Friday. Let's face facts. Everything you need, you already have. All right? So let's get real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Liquidate. Hi, boss. Black Friday. Oh, my God. I know I missed so much, fam. Vanessa Comagate. That's right. Oh, it's high risk, high rewards because, like I said, that smart coin came out. That's even crazier. That's high risk, high maneuvers. And sure enough, the high risk, no, it did not double overnight. The first day, double. Second day, no double. In fact, negative. So we are not, in fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it was a negative, 20%. So again, that high risk, high maneuvers for smart coin. Olympus DAO, Wonderland, we're going to have to look into all that, but they're still clipping along. Strongblock, still clipping along. So this is what you have to do. Diversify, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see. Do certain states block AVAX? Yes. My Coinbase won't let me purchase. Okay. So wait. First things first. A3 Saval, I know you're in New York. First of all, you have a Coinbase account, right? So that's the first thing you need to check. Second thing you need to check, when you loaded up money into your account, you need to make sure you checked all your emails and logged in, because if you just signed up in Coinbase, Marrero can help me out. I think they hold your deposit for 7 days, wasn't it? I think it was 7 days whenever you're new, or was it 3 days? All I know is, so in other words, if you uploaded money yesterday and then you tried to buy AVAX or any coin, you'd not be able to do that. I think they hold your money nowadays. And I mean, I've been using Coinbase, so I don't think they don't hold mine, other than that one day I got some weird thing about it. But they were trying to hold for like 24 hours unless I verified info or some nonsense. But anyhow, make sure you try to log in on 2 different devices, because you might not be seeing something. So check that first. We're going to go down that list first. All right. Make sure that the funds you uploaded are not being held, because that would stop you from buying. That's the first thing. Check your emails to make sure you didn't get an email message that you have to authorize, because they're notorious with these authorization emails. All right. At least for me, they are. Now, that's your first 2 things you need to check. After that, then I don't know why, if you have a Coinbase account, why they would block you from buying Avalanche or AVAX. That makes no sense. All right, Victor, it isn't only food or gas. There you go. For those of you that own your homes, have you called your insurance company to see how much is your new 2022 premium? I did today and almost passed out. Up $350 per year. There you go, Victor Marrero. Once again, mentioning the thing most people don't even think about. Seriously. Insurance for the house up $350. Talk about inflation. My goodness. This also goes along with a lot of other things that are coming up that it's hidden. Like when I went down to go register one of my cars, and I was like, hey, wait, I thought when you register cars, the price is supposed to go down. I said, this is the same price that I've been paying. And they're like, oh, didn't they tell you they added some sort of other taxes on there? I said, what are you talking about? $100 more? I was like, this is crazy. I just couldn't believe it. So it's all these little hidden things that nobody even thinks about, and you just ordinarily pay for and do. But I'm sitting here like, registration should have been like $150. Now it's $290, the same that it's always been. And I'm like, this is crazy. So again, paying for something out of thin air, just like the insurance, you're going to have to pay the insurance for your house. They got you. So now instead of paying $1,000 a month, it's $1,350 potentially. I don't know how much his insurance is. I'm just saying most of the time, the insurance, depending on your square footage and where you live, generally in Cali, it's like $1,000, $1,200, something like that. So that's incredible. That is so ridiculous. Good. Diesel Mike is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being here, Diesel Mike. And he has his tagline, good evening, Eric and SSN family. Happy FUD-free Friday. I like that, Diesel Mike. FUD-free Friday. That's right. Fear. That's right. I like it. I like it. All right, Victor. Thanks for the tip. My condo insurance, $180 annually. Definitely will check this out. Geez, that's cheap. That is so cheap. Wow. Wow. That is cheap. Yes, sir. I've been in these streets doing it. Boss hadn't even checked my strong. Exactly. You don't have to. It's working like clockwork. Strong is like it ends up being strong is the number one investment in 2021. Wonderland, Olympus DAO, the jury is still out because we're going to have to wait around for about a month or two, right? But so far, Wonderland is performing well. Olympus DAO is performing well. But the new one, Smart Coin, in 48 hours, no, 20% on the downside from this alleged double up coin. All right, there's something coming up, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, In fact, I got to tell you guys something. I tried to add, remember I told you on the video that I was going to add another $100 onto my smart coin, because if they're doubling up every day like they allegedly said they were going to do, then you don't need to put much in. So I was just like, well, I'll just throw 100 in there. Well, initially I had all that leftover little dust here and there, 20. So I had $22, I believe. So today I'm in my smart coin and it's at $14.57. That is now what it's at. So that means that's even more than 20% now. That's a little over 30%. They have an announcement in 23 minutes. We're going to find out what this big announcement in Avalanche history is going to be in 23 minutes. We're going to be live. All right. So we're going to go see what that is. Oh, but here's what I wanted to tell you guys. Here's the part that's pretty weird. So I did all the steps you guys saw me do on the video for Smart Coin, how I'm supposed to deposit. Well, for some reason, the coins, my smart coins, aren't being deposited in my account. It won't accept. So the problem is, so I have these smart coins, but I can't be in the liquidity pool for some strange reason. But you want to know what's weird? I'm getting interest added to my MetaMask account. It's weird. So I don't know if I actually hit something and joined the wrong pool or something, but it's totally weird. And then I'll show you my screen for the smart coin, where in my upper right hand it says I have 57 smart tokens. I'm like, when it was the 57 smart tokens is the equivalent of roughly $120, something like that, 110, whatever. But the point is, it's showing in my smart coin account that I have 57 smart coins, but it's not showing in my liquidity pool that I have the 100 and some odd dollars. I should have like 140, 150, but I don't. So I don't know what's going on, but this is very funny. But always when something new comes, there's always glitches. So maybe one day we'll find out what the glitch is. But once again, 22 minutes, we're going to be live, and we'll see if they actually drop down a menu or put a video up or something, and I'll roll the video and see what we're talking about here. Because if you're not familiar with Smart Coin, what they're doing is, allegedly, it didn't happen though. The first day when I put my dust in there for $2 or whatever it was, that did double the next day. But when I uploaded the extra 20, 25 or whatever it was, then it didn't double up, because I should have had 40 or 50 today. So it didn't happen. And they have something called a Bollinger ban on Smart Coin. We're going to get into this. This is high risk, ladies and gentlemen. Like on the video I told you, this is a casino that they're playing over here at Smart Coin. It's a pump and dump. That's the way I look at it, because that's all it can be. Those who get in early, you might win. Those who come late, you're going to be left holding the bag. And it's the wrong bag, because it's musical chairs. Yes, I have an account for a while now, and I have and bought other cryptos with no problem. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, A3 Saval, I think you're probably going to have to call them or send them an email and find out why you can't buy AVAX, because it's just crypto. Here. That's weird. Okay, so it is a thing. I just Googled it. And apparently people from New York are all asking how to buy AVAX. So it's a thing. It's not anything else that I talked about. It looks like it's a straight block. That's messed up. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to swap. That's all. Okay, so what I mean by a swap is you can do you can buy like sign up with another exchange, right? Like a bitrue, a Bitmart. whatever, any Kucoin, whatever other exchange you can sign up with. But that exchange you sign up with has to be able to swap your whatever coin into AVAX, which should be every coin pretty much. I mean, what I'm saying is it should be like USDT, it should be Bitcoin, Ethereum. There should be a few like that, the pairs, and then just exchange. All right. So let's see. I'm going to do it a different way. Here we go. I'm going to go look this up myself since it's always been easy to get AVAX. And if you have MetaMask, you can actually, well, I don't advise swapping on there. Let me see if I can get some trading pairs up. Let me see what we got. Let's see, like AVAX. Okay, so they do on bitrue AVAX pairs with USDT. Had a feeling that was probably going to be it, but that's the only one on bitrue. And then I have a feeling Bitmart, it's probably going to be the same. So if you can sign up with Bitmart or bitrue, I'm going to have to put a link down below during this live stream since I'm talking about it. Could do it here. So on Bitmart, you can use BTC, Ethereum, or USDT. So all you got to do is buy any one of those three for Bitmart. And then, of course, you can always do like Trader Joe's, but that'll match up to your MetaMask and swap it. So there's ways you can do it. But once you know, just let us know what you're trying to do. All right? Just let us know what you're trying to do, and we'll get it. All right, the nail biz is looking good, sir. Securing Universal Studios City Walk. Vanessa Comagate is going for the nail. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Anyhow, the fingernails to go. I think that's what it was called. She has a kiosk. Is that what you're saying? Let us know if you bought a kiosk. Well, this is a very interesting adventure. It's a kiosk that you put it in a mall location. Ideally, you got to put in high traffic location. So probably indoors, and a person can put their nails on a little machine, and it digitally puts whatever design you want on your nails. All right. Now, the only thing from what I understand is you need some technicians there for sealers because you have to seal it in and do things like that. But the point is, it's sitting in the middle of the mall. You don't have to go to a beauty salon, nail salon to get your nails done, and it can be done in, I don't know, they said like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, all 5. I don't know about all 10. But anyhow, I looked at it a little bit, and it reminded me of the old photo booth with nails, with the nail tray inside. And it's an investment, ladies and gentlemen, and the investment, I believe, for that kiosk, it was 6,500 euros. So that would mean, what is that? Like, what is that, 8? I think I haven't done the transfers on euros. I haven't been over to Europe lately, so I don't know what the exchange rate is. But if it's probably 1.2, 1. It used to be 1.5, but maybe it's 7,500 USD. Maybe it's something like that. But anyhow, securing Universal Studio City Walk. In case people haven't been to Universal City Walk, that's jam-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about flow of traffic. Jesus. And talk about the perfect customer, the perfect age range. So Vanessa Comagate, are you going to give us some preview on how much does it cost in general, a range, to have a kiosk on Universal Studios City Walk? Let us know, because that investment is going to be very, very interesting. So you're getting the kiosk for 7 at least. Then you're going to invest in the location. And that doesn't even get us to how much does it cost for, I don't know how the design is, whether it's the stickers, the print, the ink, however that works. I'm sure there's going to be costs with that, and the upkeep. There's always maintenance. So let us know. I will look into Kucoin. Okay, Kucoin's an exchange. You can do that. But like I said, Kucoin's one, Bitmart, bitrue, their apps easy to use. You can always use MetaMask, and then you use Trader Joe's to swap. So there's ways you can do it if New York allows. Edmund Vilvert's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I need help setting up SmartCoins account. I already have Bitcoins on my Gemini account. That's not going to cut it, my man. You're going to have to watch the smart. Hey, like I told you, SmartCoin isn't so smart right now. Let's see. I'm going to, in fact, hold on. I got to get this on the screen. 12 minutes to this big announcement, but somebody must already know what the announcement is because the price is dropping drastically here. It's dropping. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen while we're talking about it. The reason why, again, Edmund, SmartCoin is the riskiest out of all the ones that we talked about. The Olympus, Strongblock, and I'm missing somebody. Wonderland. The one that's a casino, the one that's like a lottery is SmartCoin. So I would highly recommend that you do not put that much in there, because if it's supposed to do what it does, even a $20 investment in 16 days is in the thousands. All right. And so far on 48 hours, it's been pathetic. They haven't done what they said they were going to do. And now they have 28,000% APY on their screen. If that's the case, you divide 28,000 APY by 365. That means you're supposed to get around 10% a day anyhow. Pretty damn close. Well, okay, we'll call it 8% or 7%. But neither of this is happening. So this is very interesting. Let me see. Where's the screen at for SmartCoin? This is very interesting. So we're going to find out in 11 minutes what's happening with these guys. Now, I just had to give you that disclaimer. Okay, and that disclaimer is for everybody with regard to SmartCoin, just like when I ran the video. That is a straight casino play. You only put money in there that you are throwing down the tube. That's a night out, going to the movies, getting popcorn or something with a party of two. All right, that's what it's like. That's what you're going to put in there. There's no reason to put thousands in there, because if it does what it's supposed to do, then whether you put 1,000, sure, you might be able to do some crazy number, but there's no reason to do that. You might as well find out if it works in the first place, because you could actually leave your money at other locations. Hell, you could have bought some Strongblock. Well, not now, but now it's 800 and something a coin. You could have invested in Olympus or Wonderland, and you would have a little bit more money than you started with. Those are a little safer, I would call it, even though crypto, these DeFi finances are not safe at all. So any investment on Crypto Week we talked about. In fact, I even studied the Klima, ladies and gentlemen. I actually know how to do that too. I haven't invested in Klima, but you have to be on the Polygon network, which I messed up and actually said that about the SmartCoin, which I actually had to delete. But Klima, you have to be on the Polygon network and set up your Matic in your MetaMask. And you have to set up the network in your MetaMask. And then you go to Trader Joe's and swap it. And there you have it. All right. For your Klima. So it's pretty simple. But first of all, you got to open up. You got to get a Edmund. You have to get a MetaMask account. That's the first thing. So your Gemini account and Bitcoins will not have anything to do with this, because either you're going to have to exchange your BTC into, what are we talking about? SmartCoin, into AVAX, anyhow. So you might as well do it at Gemini. And then you send AVAX to your MetaMask account. And on MetaMask, you have to set up Avalanche Network. All right. So keep that in mind. And if you need any help with that, like I said, watch the video from yesterday, or I'll just send me an email. I can help you out at Eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. But then that's the first steps right there. So that'll be the easiest way. For Coinbase, any large amounts, you have to wait 7 days. There we go. To be able to use the full amount. They'll allow you to use approximately 10% right away, but the rest you have to wait. Well, there you go. Thank you so much. So it's 7 days that they put that in there. Luckily for me, I've never had that, but I've had Coinbase for a long time. When they first came out, literally, when they were checking everybody then. Wonderland. I have to catch up and watch old videos. Oh, yeah, Wonderland. We're going to talk about that too. It's not going to escape tonight because we're talking about high risk, high rewards. 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. This is a countdown tonight. High risk, high rewards. Smart coin is straight up. Straight up. I just don't see how it's going to work. I know how they're doing it. I'm going to give you guys my theory on what they're trying to do, but there is no way that you can still do like this double thing every day or every 2 days or every 3 days. It's just not going to happen. So picture it just like what we do with Celsius. All right. So we at Celsius Network, you hodl your coins and you get interest. So instead of at Celsius Network hodling your coins, let's use it in real world. We're buying bonds, except you're buying a bond that's a crypto. So they're keeping it in treasury. So now you have, let's say, 1,000 people buying the bond, okay, which is thin air, literally. So you have 1,000 people putting money into this thin air thing called a bond, a treasury in crypto. Then you have other people who are staking. The people staking, literally, it's based on how many people are actually buying that crypto bond, putting it in the treasury. So it's an offset. So in other words, that's the only way they can generate this. And where do they get some of the money to pay the interest? Every transaction, there's a fee. Think about it, right? So the more transactions you have, like Visa, Amex, MasterCard, the more people that use your service, the more money you make because of the fees every time somebody does a transaction. So that is how they can balance the portfolio. I don't know for how long, though, because if you don't have enough people putting money into the treasury to offset what you're going to pay people from the transactions and what you're supposed to give them, the percentage you're supposed to give them, you're going to have a problem. So you need a lot of hype. You need tons of people depositing, whether it's staking or whether it's bonding, but you need both, putting money in the treasury. All right. That's how this is going to work. So they actually have collateral. And what's even worse, what's worse is think about when all this money, right? You're staking and the money put in the treasury. Let me pull this up again. Look at this. Look at this right here on Smart Coin. All right. They don't even have in here anything about their treasury. I thought they might. Circulating supply. They don't have how much they have in their treasury. So if you knew that number, there's 30 million SMRTs, so that's 60 million. So my point I was trying to bring up is, if you know they have $60 million, right, worth of coins, $60 million somebody paid or they're holding. Remember, they're like a bank at this point. That means they can go get cash, get loans, borrow from other people. You see what I'm saying? Just like Celsius, just like a bank, just like Nexo, just like BlockFi, once you are holding people's assets, you can call up somebody else like a hedge fund, somebody on Wall Street like a Citadel. You can call up a bunch of people and say, hey, we have $200 million worth of assets under management. I need a $30 million loan. No problem. It's collateralized now. You see where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen? So we don't know what these guys are doing behind the scenes in order to get this money. Millions of dollars that they are getting, and they could go bye-bye any day they want to. All right? Keep that in mind. All this is high risk, but if you want to have high rewards, DAO, Olympus, Strongblock, crypto, Klima, and yes, even Smartcoin if they get their act together. So I was checking the Smartcoin project, and it's extremely risky. Exactly. Use your beer money for this if you want to jump on it. That's exactly right. And extreme, and you know what's funny? I kept saying during the video, it's high risk, highly risky. And he's saying extremely risky. I'm literally trying to say the same thing, except in a higher way, but I don't know how to say it. There is no reason to put in thousands of dollars in Smartcoin. Zero reason. Zero. Don't be greedy. If they're able to do what they're doing, I use the example. I'll say it again. $20 doubled every day for 16 days, you would be happy. Okay? You will be very, very happy. So there's no reason to go out here and go, yeah, I'm going to put $5,000 or $2,000 or 10 grand. There's no reason for that. No reason. No reason to be greedy. Because I think a lot of people would be happy that if in 2 weeks they had 120,000, 160,000 on a 20 or, well, $20 does that. $50 probably be approaching 500,000 or something in 2 weeks. So all I'm saying is there's no reason to do anything risky. Like Marrero's saying, you might as well get that 2 packs, 3 packs of beer money and throw it in there, call it a day. All right. Where's my Auntie Val and Tiff? Auntie Val's in the house. She's was up earlier, Vanessa. She's here. All right. Hey, and Tiffany, I haven't seen her tonight. Vanessa Comagate. Hey, Victor, I heard singer Amari La Negra brought 42 apartments and 12 townhouses in the DR. It's getting hotter. That's right, Vanessa Comagate. It's getting very hot. Very, very hot. It's getting so hot in the DR, I can't stand it. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Real Estate Investing 101. I've been saying I put up the alarms. Let's go. I'm going to bring this up on the screen. I've been putting this on the alarm. You guys have heard me talk about it for the last 30 days. Specifically, I said, look, 2 months is your window, your opportunity where you can still buy at a reasonable price. Once all the properties start costing over $250,000, then you can make investments anywhere else but the DR at that point, because you can buy properties in America for $250 or a little less. But there's no reason then to go to the DR because they're no longer able to buy at 140, 150, 210. Once I firmly believe after Christmas, I'm saying it now, don't say anything to me talking about, man, the prices are too high because it's January 10th. When they have millions more people coming to the island, yes, prices are going to go up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what this announcement is. Let's see what it is. Let me refresh this. All right. Okay, I don't see any announcement. There's nothing happening here. I don't see an announcement. Okay, that's not cute. Let's see what else. I might go somewhere else then. Let's see if we can find Smartcoin. Let's see if we have an announcement. I know about the 5,000 APY announcement. Okay, there's no announcement so far. There's nothing. Today's the 22nd. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're going to have to find out. Just a second. We're looking for the announcement. In preparation, a fan submitted. This is the second. Okay, this isn't working. There's no announcement. Oh, there's an announcement. Hold up. Something just happened. This says October 22nd. Oh, they might have changed their video. Let's go look. Is this a different video?
Welcome to SmartCoin.
No, that's not it. Okay, it's on Twitter. Let me go see here. Let's see. It looks like okay. I'm gonna go to Twitter. Hold on. Let me pull up the Twitter, see what's happening. All right, let's go to Twitter. Let's go see what these smart asses have to say, because it literally makes no sense. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this or not, because I think I have to leave my mic on in order for you, and there might be feedback. So that'll be interesting. Okay, we're going to give this a shot. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Good evening, Gary White. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being here. And he has his tagline, good evening, SSN family. And he says, let's get it. That's right. That's what we're going to do. All right. All right. Will Craw, you can buy AVAX on Coinbase only if you live in New York, apparently you can't. All right. So here's this announcement, I'm assuming. All right, that's a little better. Okay, that works. The only thing is, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
You just clicked play on a SmartCoin meditation video, which tells me one thing. You are a fucking degenerate who will do anything for gains. So as you lay flat on your mat, I want you to think about how that crypto wallet is about to get so fat. Let the next inhalation go deep, deep down and feel that parabolic pump coursing through your veins as you think about all the stupid shit you're gonna buy with your gains. That's right. Let it flow. You hear that background music? That will increase your net worth by at least 68%. Now, as the energy begins to travel up your spine, through your chakras, coming up to your third eye, feel that Kundalini experience that will allow you to give the middle finger to the bully who gave you a hard time in 4th grade. Fuck that guy. Now take another deep, deep breath, because we're getting ready to sound that yield farm alarm. Because you invested in SmartCoin, which means you're better looking, and have a extremely hot bod. I mean, with the type of gains, the type of pump you're about to get, you're going to be so rocked. There isn't going to be a woman on the block that isn't going to get on her knees and praise you as the guru, the Sherpa, the enlightened one. That is what SmartCoin does. As you take this last deep breath in, I want you to feel the gratitude and the power that is within. Because the digits that are about to line up, my friend, are a given.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what this is, but that cannot be an announcement. This is branded SmartCoin. I'm thinking somebody's pulling my leg here. This has to be somebody's joke. This can't be. I think somebody's messing around.
That's right. You just clicked play.
All right. That's stupid right there. I'm sorry. That just proves my point even further. Because if this is something, this cannot be company generated. There's just no way. I'm still looking for this announcement. I don't see it anywhere. So this is there's no announcement here. There's nothing. So we'll just have to leave it at that. Like I said, Smart Coin, they're getting exactly what they should be getting. Hardly any money for real on their you shouldn't be buying in. Okay, there's nothing happening here. There's nothing. So it was all nonsense. Oh, wait, hold on. We have something else. Hold on. Let's go see. Just a second. We got something else, ladies and gentlemen. A new video just showed up. This is kind of interesting on a Friday Night Live. A new video just showed up. Smart Burn. Guess we're going to have to check it out. Let's see.
Yes, you've heard about SmartCoin. You've felt euphoric. You've felt pain. You've cried. You've laughed. You've refreshed our homepage hundreds of times per day. And now, we welcome you to the biggest economic stimulus program ever announced by a single project on Avalanche. Welcome to the Smart Burn. The Smart Burn will be the greatest single burn in Avalanche history in terms of monetary value. Our team will be burning over 15 million smart tokens, currently valued at over 10 million United States Benjamins, directly from a designated burn wallet holding a mix of team, advisor, and treasury tokens. We will, of course, share our burn wallet, and all activity can be tracked on-chain to your heart's content. You'll notice that the team has sold less than 1% of their tokens. That's how confident we are in the project. At this point, you're likely thinking, should I pull out of the farm and sell the news, or should I stay in? Well, I can't make that decision for you, but I can tell you how we plan to blow SmartCoin up, because things are about to get a little crazy during Phase 2. As you know, our team has a 20% allocation of emissions. Our advisor fund gets 10%, and our treasury gets 20%. We're going to spend it to grow big. We have a three-pronged approach. First, we're launching an on-chain referral program where you'll earn more by spreading the word of SmartCoin. Second, we'll be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars paying viral experts and creative geniuses to make content that's massively shared. The more viral, the greater the rewards. Much how Donald Trump won the presidential campaign, by utilizing memes that spread like wildfire. Which brings me to the final prong, meme competitions. Starting October the 26th, we'll be giving away $5,000 of Smart per day via Telegram and Twitter to the person who creates the best meme, as decided by a vote. We'll do this for 30 days straight. $150,000 of Smart up for grabs. This means every day an army of smarties will be pumping out memes that will explode the community. We've just begun. See you inside the farm.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that first video, clearly somebody was clowning around because that was a waste. This one, Smart Burn, looks like official, SMRT. But how many of you 5 minutes ago listened to my explanation that they're going to have to ramp up more people bringing money in? And what do? They do just that, trying to do the meme thing, trying to get influencers, trying to pay the $5,000, because ultimately this is literally like a Ponzi scheme. I hate to say it. That's what it is. So basically, these things you've heard about before, sadly, Smart Coin seems to be a meme thing, regardless of what they say. But they're basically going to pump up the price. People are going to keep getting in. The price is going to keep going higher for a certain point. And to a certain point, then all of a sudden, somebody's going to be holding the bag. So once again, 30 days, they're going to do this $5,000 a day smart meme thing. Well, like I said, if what they said is going to happen, 16 days, you would be sitting pretty, even on a $20 investment. So once again, the casino is open, which is what I call smart coin. So do not throw thousands of dollars in this joint. All right. This is not one of those investments that you're going to actually possibly even, it's not even probably going to be around in a year, let alone 2 months. All right. So just keep that in mind and we'll go on from there. So that's very high risk, an understatement. I can't even say how much high risk it is. It's basically a Ponzi scheme. So those who get in first, if the coin price goes up, you win. That's all there is to it. So then you can figure out what you want to do. All right. Let me see. I got to go back. Here's all right, ladies and gentlemen, duffel bag of cash. This is why you need a duffel bag of cash, because right here, I let this go by. Singer Amara bought 42 apartments and 12 townhouses in the DR, and she brought her duffel bag of cash to the DR, and she said, hold on now. I can buy all this stuff. Yeah. Let me go pull this up. Let me see if I can get it. We'll see if we can get some. What area was it in? Gets into real estate. Samana Peninsula. 42 apartments, 12 penthouses. $175,000 for a 1-bedroom. There we go. And actually, I've seen this name before, but I didn't realize. I guess she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, so I don't watch that. 42 apartments, 12 penthouses, full bar, full gym. Looks like she did the damn thing. I don't know if this is in Samana or not, but hey, I'll pull it up. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Let me get off of this screen, the smart token. Got to get out of that. Okay, property. Okay, here, I'm going to pull this up. Love and Hip Hop. Okay. She's excited. This apparently happened last month. See, this is going to be slow, huh? All right. Maybe it's suggestive. Las Taranas in Samana. Okay, you guys know where this is. Let's see. She's excited. After working so hard on the project for months, it finally became a reality. Las Taranas, Samana. This is everything. Business partner. We make great. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Starting price for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath will cost you around $175,000. So she actually brought like a development, it appears. That's pretty sweet. She did the damn thing. It's called Amara Residence. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we are, Amara Residence. She went and did the damn thing. She says, I'm an entrepreneur. Amara Residence. Let's see. Yep, Las Taranas. Interesting. Okay. Hold on. Let's go look at this real quick. For sale. Where's this at? Real estate Las. Okay, exclusive. Punta Poppy Beach. Huh. Tax free. Yes. She's talking about the comfort tour. Okay, here we go. Let's go see. This is Las Taranas Real Estate. Here we go. Okay. This appears to be nice Okay. This is more than, oh, here we go. They're building now. Live your life in our beach town, Las Terranas. With, it looks like ocean, well, peekaboo ocean views. Never can go wrong with that, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I think this is interesting. I think I know where this is. There was a guy, oh, I can't remember the name of this guy, who was actually going up there to show it like 5, 6 months back. And he was actually looking for an investor. Interesting. Okay, so this looks like around the usual 70 meters, square meters. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Interesting kitchen, but still nonetheless very nice. Okay. All right. Gas burners. Very nice. Bedroom with the AC. Okay. If this is the model, it looks nice. Let me know what you guys think about this Amara residence. Here we go. So 42 apartments and penthouses. Pretty sweet. Here we go. Looks kind of nice. They have the bar, the pool, and ocean views for some. But this looks like more than 40. Wait, what's going on? That's quite a few units. There's quite a few units here. But maybe 42 is a lot. Hey, this looks like the pool at Vista Cana. Nice. At the Panorama Lakes. Similar design. All right, there we go. All right. Well, she did a good. This is great. This is awesome. Amara Punta Pape. So yeah, 43 units on the beach. So she's a developer, ladies and gentlemen. Got to give her credit. She went down here and did the damn thing. 9 blocks divided over 2 and 3 levels, 1 to 3 bedrooms and penthouses. Very nice. Here we go. 3-bedroom penthouse, $389. Sold out is the 3-bedroom apartment for $282. And then there's only one left. 2-bedroom apartment is now $263,000. Oh yeah, it's getting expensive, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting expensive. Because I'm going to show you something else when we talk about this. This is what she used her duffel bag of cash for. Oh, I had it hidden. This is what she used her duffel bag of cash for. So this is interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. That is great. All right. Let's see. I lost it. There's the thing right there. There's Victor White. Hi, you can't buy AVAX on Coinbase. Yes, Will Craw, you can. Except apparently if you're in New York, you're being blocked from buying AVAX, which is weird. There are 3 units of standalone coming out next year, a kiosk and a smaller machine. Yeah, I saw the smaller. That'd be cool because that big kiosk is huge. Wow. But how much are the machines though? That's the thing that I'm unclear on, because it seems like the photo booth itself, that's one thing. But that little tray where you put your fingers in, oh, I didn't have this off. The tray that you put your fingers in, that seems to be the whole printer mechanism. So getting a seat's easy. That printer mechanism seems to be the key to this whole operation. So that tray where you put your fingers in to get your nails done, it seems to me if you have that tray, you can attach it to almost anything. Terry Jones, great idea, Vanessa. Yes, it is. Hello, Vanessa. Wahoo, news to me. Amara La Negra is extremely popular. She's from DR originally and was part of a dancing contest in Miami a couple of years ago. Getting hot is an understatement. Exactly. So now we have the J-Los of the world. We have the Iglesias of the world. We have the Mark Anthonys of the world. We have the Vin Diesels of the world. And now even Amari La Negra's going there, buying up a whole complex, a developer really. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Jones, you're going to pay the cost of the business out in the blink of an eye with that traffic. Yeah, tell me about it. Exactly. Off. I understand. You're right. Wilson Koo's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. Good evening, Mr. Bird, and SSN family. 100% facts is his tagline. Thank you so much once again. I appreciate it, Wilson Koo. That Strongblock coin price is now 866. Jesus Christ. It's rising every day. You got to love the Strongblock, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love the Strongblock because those 10 nodes, once again, there's going to be a ceiling, but people are buying the 10 nodes. And remember, they're holding them for staking purposes. So you know what that means. They're not selling them. So now you have almost similar to the treasury thing where they're burning, meaning it's out of production, not being used. So that limits the available supply to buy. And so now the only way you can buy some more is they have to mint some more, which means more people have to buy. And then more people want to get nodes. Some people have nodes already that are paying $10,000 a month. So now they need their 10 coins. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because people are going to keep continuing buying nodes, which means the price is going to keep going up because you're always going to have a demand. It's beautiful. That's why you got to like Strongblock, ladies and gentlemen. We love Strongblock. Getting away from the OCs pretty quickly. Yeah, that's $10,000 now. Now it's 10 grand. That's much different than 5 or 5,500. That's much different. 10 G's is a whole nother ball game. That's another bracket. All right. So yeah, it's already out of hand for the OCs, in my opinion. I might get my brother-in-law to come with me to the DR in December. He's interested. Vanessa Comagate, I would suggest it. You know, things are getting really out of hand in the DR because I was doing some research yesterday. You guys, by the way, the SSN lifestyle I haven't mentioned about, but there's a component that I've been trying to, I'm adding a component to where the Founders Club and the Premier memberships, they're going to be able to use a property, not none of mine I presently have, but the company's going to have a property and I wanted it to be a villa. Well, whether it's going to be a villa or whether it would be something else, let's just say one of those 3-bedroom units at the Wave. The thing is, there's nothing available. Literally. Well, okay, I'll put it to you this way. I should preface this. So if you want something that is just a villa, which is a home, and you don't care about if it's just residential with no other amenities there, you can find that. But since you're renting it out, you want to have amenities, right? You want to actually have a pool, a fitness center, a game room at least, right? Sports courts would be cool too in your complex, right? So there are plenty of places available where they have nothing. It's just residential. Then, of course, you know, the usual. A pool is there and a fitness center. But as far as getting a villa that has all the other things, like, you know, a golf course maybe, or all these other little amenities, they are now in the 200 grands, 217, 220, 250. The problem with that is anywhere in the Southeast in America, you can buy a pre-construction place for 250, 260. You follow what I'm saying? So now you're getting into a price range that makes it almost like, well, why would you go to the DR if it's going to cost you the same in America? That's the whole thing. Yeah, we have breaks. I can make an argument for why you would still do it because Comfort Tour only goes up to a certain limit. So you probably won't qualify over 150. It's over 150K. So you got a problem there. So you're going to pay taxes in the DR. So again, all I'm saying is things are getting out of hand. And just think, 11 months ago, right next door and inside Vista Cana, you could have got a villa for under $150,000 in both locations. And luckily, there are people that got Villa Martina who got villas at Punta Cana. There's people, SSN Nation, who got all these things. Oh, and by the way, since we're talking about Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, Los Samanes, and all that, no credit check, no qualifying for pre-construction if you already don't know and you're new here. And please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys thought about that smart coin presentation. Let me know what you thought, because we're going to get into some other stuff as well. Because high risk, high rewards, that's what this crypto is all about. All right, Terry Jones, thanks. It's amazing. Yes, it has huge potential, Vanessa Comagate. But just let me know how much it's going to cost from it. This could be something good for everybody, investors, entrepreneurs, because other people could do this too. But if you would help us out with how much is it going to cost, not for the location, because Universal City Walk is different than if I'm in Sacramento or if I'm in Vegas or if I'm in some other location. Every location costs different as far as renting the spot. But let me know how much it is to acquire the inks, the all in. I'm ready to roll with the inks, the technicians that's going to be needed, the branding. Let me know how much it's going to cost just to get started. Bare bone minimum, because it appears that it's going to be $7,500, $8,000. I don't know what the shipping cost is, if it's included, but if shipping's not, then we're already going to be near 10 G's. All right. Let's see. Can you? Oh, that was me. Okay. Sounds like a trip on Smart Coin. Yeah, it's really a trip, man. It's high risk. It's not worth even, like I'm telling everybody, put in $50 or less. That's all I'm saying. I am not going to be out. This video is so patronizing. It has to be a parody. Oh, yeah, Diesel Mike, I agree with you. I was sitting there like, what the heck is this? I'm good. It's good to know that wasn't the presentation, because that was, that was out there. That was pathetic. That doesn't help. In fact, they should make that guy take that down, because that wasn't too cool. Wasn't cool at all. All right. Is this Smart Coin After Dark? Yeah, exactly. Smart Coin on Dark Web. Exactly. Hit that like button. Thank you so much for mentioning that, Wilson Koo. Thank you. Hey, Vanessa K, I closed that lending contract for US and Canada. Cool. I don't know what that actually means, but does that mean you can do a lending in the US and Canada now, Wilson Koo? And if so, what lending are we talking about here? Real estate, business, commercial real estate? What are we talking about? What kind of lending? This whole crypto thing is going insane these days, Wilson Koo. That's how it is. Just like it went crazy when the Bitcoin went up to 17,000 and now Bitcoin's over 60. Of course, it's going to go crazy. But unfortunately, onboarding to crypto is still hard as hell. So you're not going to have that many people even doing it. And with this nonsense that's going on with Smart Coin and Wonderland, Olympus DAO, where people have to learn how to use MetaMask, how to send money over there, then learn how to swap. Again, these are barriers to entry. So the people that are already into crypto, millions, they're going to be doing something. But how many of the new people are going to bring in their duffel bag of cash and want to get in on this after they have a problem, just like what's happening with H. Savall? He's in New York not thinking anything of it. He signs up with Coinbase. Then he sits there and says, okay, I'm going to buy AVAX. He can't buy it. How many people are actually going to go look around and be like, okay, where else can I go get this at? They're just going to turn around and be like, man, forget this. If it's this hard to do it, forget about it. Yeah, I tend to stay away from too much hype. Can be a crash and burn. That's right. Smart Coin will be a crash and burn, in my opinion. It's musical chairs. So get in at your peril. But if you're going to get in, like Marrero said, use your beer money. Use that money that's sitting on the counter and you're like, yeah, I got like $40. Okay, let me go put this in. After the 40, it ends up being like 20. But nonetheless, after the fees are siphoned, but nonetheless, that's all you need to put in. You don't need to put in thousands. Like I said, I was trying to put in 100 and I got a glitch. Somehow I'm earning interest on my token. So I think I'm in a different pool or something happened. But nonetheless, I'm not actually, whatever happened to that, it's sitting there. I can still see it in my MetaMask, but for some reason I can't add it to my Smart Coin account. Every time I try to deposit, it comes up an error. So it's sitting somewhere, but it's in my MetaMask, so I see it there. But the point is, after I've seen and seen what happened over the last 48, and now I know they're really trying to pump it up. That's all they're doing because there's really no protocol. I don't even want to add the 125 on their protocol because, like I said, if it works in 16 days, we still are in 6 digits, even on $20. So, yeah, it's all hype. Wilson Koo, oh my God, congrats, Mr. Koo. I've been so busy lately, but got to catch up. That's how it is being out here real in the field. Auntie Val, so take profits every 1 to 2 days for a couple of weeks, then get the hell out. Auntie Val, exactly right. That's my assessment for all of these little high-risk crypto situations, because there's something to be said about taking out 20% on Strongblock every week. There's something to be said about that as well. So since it's compounding, so you get your compound, you take out 20%, that's still below what you need. So all of them work similar. Same kind of thing. Las Terranas is on the north side, close to Sosua, about 30 minutes. Lots of gringos go there, especially young people. Sosua gets lit up at night, party town. Yes, Sosua, a lot of people know about Sosua. That's where a lot of people go. A3 Saval, Las Terranas is a popular beach area on the north coast of DR for locals. A lot of the natives go there for vacation and for festivities. Many Dominican Americans go there during holidays. Yes, it's lit up over there. That is the known tourist destination for a lot of reasons. So, yeah, I didn't want to be over there. Although I was checking out that, Sosua Ocean Villas over there in Cabarete. Auntie Val, hey, lady, miss y'all. Vanessa, right on. Vanessa K, thanks. We'll catch up. Exactly. Eric, check the teaser in your email tonight. Okay. I got a teaser. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a teaser coming. Let's see what we got. Check this out. Real estate investors. Okay. All right. Loans. Uh-oh. Hold on now. Is this let me know if this is actual. Okay, this is some loans. Let me know if this is actually you can do these right now. Let me know if you can do it right now is what I'm saying. I don't see any rates here though. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm excited now, Koo. I'm excited. Okay, first of all, I got to know if I can say what I saw on this last screen, first of all, about the loan to values and the credits and all that. Let me know if this is actually live, it's hot, and it's live. Let me know what's good, sis, at Vanessa Comagate. All right, sorry, my internet connection really bad, so I'm in and out. No worries. It happens. Eric, that was for a lending contract with an equipment manufacturer. Okay, Eric, a question about Celsius loans. What about it? Celsius loans? Yeah, it's 1% if you borrow 25% of your value of your assets. Then it's more than that if you borrow more than 25%. But the 1% can be up to 3 years. That's what you do. You take the 3 years because 1%, after inflation rises 30 or 40% over 3 years, 1%, Jesus, they practically gave you money at that point. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial's in the house. All right, with the icon. That info is what we can do right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, rates are pending your details. Wait, okay, here's some details, ladies and gentlemen. This is, look, if you ever wanted to do real estate, or actually, let me see if it's only real estate. But here we go. I'm not going to show this, but I'm going to read it. Where is it at? I lost it. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a real estate investor or interested in becoming one, and you live outside of the U.S., there's a good chance that you would be perfect fit for our foreign investor mortgage program. Oh my. Loan to values up to 65%. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear this? LTVs up to 65%, and everybody here knows that your property in the Dominican Republic, the pre-construction, your LTV is already at 60%, ladies and gentlemen. So you already meet this criteria. Like I've always been saying, you met it anyhow. Now they're saying no US credit required. That's interesting. No seasoning of funds required. Oh my goodness. Now, seasoning of funds, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I wanted to get a funding from a company, and the funding is going to cost me $3,000 a month. Their requirement might say, okay, we want you to have 6 months worth of cash sitting there already to show us you have that going. You also don't have to show any proof of funds in your account, apparently. And not only this, no other U.S. investment experience required. Oh my. And get this, investor, ladies and gentlemen, 1 unit, single family, up to 4 units. Oh no, but there's multifamily properties, 5+ units, mixed use properties, which means commercial, office, retail, warehouse, self-storage, and automotive. Oh my goodness, Wilson Koo. Yeah, okay. Okay, now stop messing with me, because this right here does not make any sense. This does not make any sense, because you're saying loan to value is up to 65%, which everybody will qualify for. No U.S. credit. Are you saying no credit is needed? Are we talking about United States citizens? Are you talking about Canadian citizens? Who are we talking about that can do this? Because what you're saying right here is there's no even seasoning of funds. So what are you guys checking? This is crazy. Okay, it's no surprise really, because this is just like 2003, 4, and 5 going on right now in the lending business. So it's really no shock. Okay, yes, all is public and live. Wow. Wow. Curtis D, good evening. Happy Friday. Wow. That is why I am in this business. That's exactly right. Wow. Okay, Mr. Koo. When you get paid in USDC on Celsius, does that mean transfer to another exchange like Coinbase? I didn't know they had USDC, but yeah, you can. Okay, I'm going to start with the first thing. Celsius Network. Oh, get your free $10 from Coinbase, ladies and gentlemen. Down below in the description, your crypto. Your free $10 of BTC down below. Sign up with Coinbase. Free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. Down below, there's links to sign up. Now, Celsius and Nexo, links are down below if you want to hodl your crypto somewhere and earn interest daily. Okay, now at Celsius Network, Nexo, and BlockFi, when you hodl your crypto, in order to get paid in USDC, that means you have to be hodling USDC as an American citizen in the land of the free. We can't receive rewards in sell tokens. The rest of the world can receive rewards and sell tokens and earn higher interest. But in America, if you have USDC, you can only earn your interest in USDC. If you want to cash it out or send it somewhere else, then you can send it to whatever exchange, Coinbase or whoever accepts USDC. If that's what you're asking. So yeah, you can transfer. I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me go look. Coinbase probably has USDC. I know they have USDT. I have no reason to use USDC. So I don't know if they have it or not. So, but if they do, so be it. Let me go look it up. Prices. In fact, what are the prices? Market is down 1.83. I'm not going to show this on the screen though, but okay, so it is down. Bitcoin's around 60. Bitcoin's 61,000. Ethereum's 4,000. Binance Coin is the next in line, 41. Cardano, 215. So there was a little downside today. US, I don't see this. US not working. All right, fine. Oh yeah, they have it. Stable coin. And I don't know if it's tradable, but apparently they have it on the prices. So yeah, it's tradable. So yeah, Coinbase accepts that. Okay, let's go. That is for foreign investors. Oh man, that's not good. That's crazy. Why do they get that? If foreign investors can do that, everybody should be able to do that. What's going on? But it doesn't matter. It's still the same for even Americans. I'm doing some big things with the nail biz, sis. I emailed Eric getting numbers together. Yeah, let me know what the numbers are. Let us know. So I can have Euro and Asian clients buy US properties. Well, what about Mexican, South American? Can they sign up in that? Auntie Val, me and my brother-in-law might be coming to the DR and DC. I will let you know, sis. In December, there you go. Yes, I have USDC on sales and get transferred to Coinbase, no problem. The beauty about it is that it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Exactly. Stable coin. I'm waiting for my friend to get back to me about her client with his duplexes in Cali. Oh my. Duplexes in Cali. Adrian Marrera, are you holding time? Yes. Wonderland. We're holding Wonderland. All right. Anybody want to talk about Wonderland? Joshua Felder's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. Man, I missed you guys. Sorry for not being around. Been dealing with health issues, but getting better day by day. Joshua Felder, I'm so happy to see you once again. And we are all praying for your health, man. The full recovery. That's all we can do here. So you can take care of yourself, though. That's all that matters. And we're happy to hear you're on the road of recovery. Thank you so much, man. Happy to see you. I thought you were like out there balling, saying, well, I done made my mills. I guess I'm just going to go chill somewhere. That's what I thought you were doing, man. So I'm glad to see you back. If you have a second passport, you can do that. Yes, to Mexico and other countries. Hey, wait. You're saying if I have a French passport, then I can bypass the United States stuff? Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Joshua Felder, exactly. We praying for you, man. Good evening, Joshua F. Hope you are feeling better. Exactly. All right. So somebody asked about that time. Let's go. Let's go see time. All right. Time appears to have been working. Right? Time is like clockwork. Right on time. Well, Joshua Felder, I know he does crypto, so hopefully he left his money in crypto and didn't have to take it out due to illness or anything. Now, here's time. This is mine. You guys already know. Again, remember this here on Wednesday or Monday. I can't remember. Was 1-6. This was like 1-6. I think in the video I did, this was 16999, something like that. We have already gone up. Now we're at 179. So in a matter of 5 days, we've increased. Well, I don't have a percentage on this, but apparently 2.5, or I don't know what the percentage comes out to be. I can only guess based on this 5.904. But hey, we're earning some rewards, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I haven't done the numbers on this. I can't remember if that was $15 or $16, something like that a day for 1,000 MIMs. But nonetheless, Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, going down the black hole. This is working flawlessly. And they're rebasing every 8 hours, by the way, which initially I didn't really know about. Every 8 hours that they're giving you some MIM, your interest, and the 5-day yield is 9%. So you guys, and it's compounding upon the new number. So this compounding is serious. And let's just put it this way. I did a calculation yesterday. And the calculation yesterday, remember when I told you guys full disclosures, as always, I put in 1,050. Well, I tried. And then after I transferred, swapped, did all this, I lost $120 due to fees. So by the time I actually got my time, it was down to $912. That's why I hate this crypto thing with these guys charging fees. That's how they're being able to siphon off your wealth. It's worse than a bank. That's crazy. But you're able to get it back if you keep up with these returns. Well, based on what just has happened, that 912 is somewhere around 1,215 now. That was my calculation from yesterday. And since I got some more MEMS, because every 8 hours it's transferred like 3 times, so that means it's probably around 1,250. So we're basically plus 200 at this point. Now, sadly, if you take out the money, you're going to have to pay a fee. So, I don't know what the fees are going to be, but I have to assume it's going to be 130 back. But at this point, we're positive on the Wonderland. And not only that, within I can't remember when I did this, within 7 to 10 days, we're positive. And we're like 200, 300 plus. So that's 30%. Well, I'll say 1,250. I'll just round up to 1,250 because I said 1,215 and it's been another 24 hours. And I think it's $15 for every 1,000 MEM you get, that 0.001000. So that means 3 clicks, 3,000, 3 times 45. Yeah. So it's like 1,250. It should be somewhere around 1,250. That's 25%, ladies and gentlemen, in less than a week. Something like that. I like that number so far. It's working. It's working. And remember when we started this on the video, it was 56,000%. Remember that? Now it's at 62,000 APY. That means more people are staking. More people are doing what I was talking about before over here. Minting, putting in the bonds, bonding, minting, doing all this. There's fees. Remember that. They're on the Avalanche network. You got to remember. They're on the Avalanche network. AVAX. So they have different ways. This is liquidity pool. You can mint. And to mint, though, you need 6,600. So it's easy to see what's happening. Somebody wants to mint, they got to put 6,600 in to mint. They're using some of that money to pay interest. I like this program a lot better than I do any smart coin nonsense. Because they're actually doing something I can understand. All right. So this is a high risk. Okay. In case you're new here and don't know about Wonderland, you see that APY, that's annual percentage yield. Yes, it's outrageous. And again, this is why you only invest what you intend to lose. All right. You don't have to get crazy. You don't have to put 1,000 in. You could put 500 in. You could put 300 in. You could put 3,000 in. You could put 40 grand in if you wanted. But the point is, all investments are risks when it comes to crypto and this new DeFi where they're trying to do this annual percentage yield of this crazy number, 62,000%. Again, you have to keep in mind, and look at this, 666 million. That's based on all these people doing these minting, liquidity pools, things like that. It makes perfectly good sense. And that means this could be used as collateral if worse came to worse. There's something going on, and I love it. All right. So if you want to get in on this, it's pretty simple. You're going to have to search the channel for the video I did. I did like 50,000 APY. And you have to get AVAX. First of all, AVAX is a coin, AVAX. It's on the Avalanche network. You're going to have to get MetaMask. MetaMask.io. Then you're going to have to import the token on MetaMask, custom token, meaning time. So you're going to go to CoinGecko. In fact, hold on. So I always go to CoinGecko, make it easy, because you need the smart contract for time. Wonderland. It's called Wonderland. So let me see if this is it. So here's how you do it. You got to have MetaMask, and then you can see this on the screen. This is, oh, Wonderland's over $7,000. Oh my, this is going great, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, look here. Now on the laptop, it looks like this. On your cell phone, there's a blurb that comes up that says info. You have to click on that, and then this will open up. But I would tell everybody to do this on your laptop or desktop or tablet. But you're gonna, in order to import the time, TIME, coin into MetaMask, you're gonna need the smart contract ID information. And so this is where you get it. Copy and click. Then you go over to MetaMask and you do import token. When that screen comes up, then you put in the address, and then it will self-populate with time, and then you add the token. So then you'll have time, and then you also have to have the Avalanche network. And how you do that, the Avalanche network, in the video that I presented, it had the support. Let me see if it'll come up. I don't think so. Support.avax. No. You got to go to support.avax and then get the RPC. And once again, here we go. How do you set up MetaMask? Here it is right here. Because it's the Avalanche network. When you first sign up with MetaMask, remember it's on the Ethereum network. So you go up top, click on that, and then a drop-down menu will come out. In fact, I should probably do it. A drop-down menu will come out, and then, oh, they're doing it for you. Here we go. I'm at the AVAX right now. They're showing you the Ethereum. See here? This up here, Ethereum network. Then you click on it. Drop-down menu says custom RPC. And so after you click on that, you need to enter this information here. All right. After you enter that information, then up top on your phone or on your laptop, on your desktop, laptop, computer, this will, now you'll have the option to change to the Avalanche network or the Ethereum network. And so when you get to the Avalanche network, that's when you want to make sure that you have your AVAX token on your Avalanche network, because AVAX runs on Ethereum network as well. But in our case, for Wonderland, you got to make sure it's on the AVAX network. All right. And the token you import, time, is on the AVAX network. All right. That's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Then after that, we go to Trader Joe's. And then we swap. You're going to have to watch the video for that. TraderJoe'sXYZ.com. And you're going to change your AVAX. And then you're going to connect to your MetaMask. And then you're going to say, I want to buy time. And so that's when you swap it. And they'll put the time into your MetaMask wallet and call it a day. Then you go to Wonderland, where you see on the screen. Then you see over here on the right where it has disconnect. I'm connected right now. And this would say connect to wallet, I believe. You click on that, and then you allow the connection to your MetaMask wallet. And then you say max, then you stake it. And then you'll see numbers down here. It'll populate. All right. And remember, you got to leave a little AVAX in your account, because they actually charge you for when you stake and they charge you when you swap. But leave a little dust in there. All right. That's what you got to do. Okay. Hopefully everybody understands that. That was the short course on this. All right. That was a short course. Oh, I see what happened. I didn't have the Wonderland on the screen. So you guys didn't know what I was talking about when I said on the right-hand side. So now I'll show you on the right-hand side. So this is what I was talking about, where it says disconnect here. Normally it says connect wallet. So when you hit connect wallet, your MetaMask will automatically pop up. That's why I like the laptop or desktop version better than the cell phone. And then you authorize the connection, and then you would hit max or hit stake, stake, and then hit max. And then you hit stake time, and then give it a minute to 5 minutes, and then numbers will populate down here. And then you're in. And then this right here is 3 hours and 4 minutes. They call it a rebase. Right now, I'm going to get added 1,056 memos because that's what it's actually transferred to when you stake. And so every 3 hours right now, for the last 24 hours, it's always been over this 1,056. It started with 1,012 every time it goes up because my mem amount's going over and they're compounding, which is beautiful. That is lovely. Look at this TVL. Some people are minting, minting and staking and everything. This is outrageous what the amount of money they have sitting over there. All right. Hopefully that helps people with Wonderland, because Wonderland is pretty major. Pretty major. Okay. Uh-oh, hold on. Boss, you missed a lot of comments in the chat. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, I sure did. Holy smokes. I was up here talking about Los Tiranas, got excited about that teaser email. And then, you're right. Thank you so much, Vanessa Comagate. Sorry, my internet connection. Then I skipped after this. Bro, you buying the DR because it's not USA. James Way. Yes. Yes. Yes, you got it right. It's not in the USA. That's why I'm buying there. I don't want to buy in the USA because I feel the USA ultimately is going to be us taking people's money, property. And I thought this would happen after I was dead, but it's going to happen in my lifetime because there's going to be hundreds of millions of people who have hardly anything. And there's going to be only a handful of people that have a lot. And those people that have a lot, I don't know about you guys, but I do know billionaires, even though they can be, a little generous. But all I'm saying is they're flying off planet, building rocket ships to go to the moon, spending hundreds of millions of dollars. But it's not like they're running down, saying, you know what, I know a whole bunch of people can't afford housing, so I'm just going to go, instead of throwing money out the window going to space, I'll throw money out and build some apartments or houses and let people pay $1,000 a month to live there. They ain't doing none of that. So all I'm saying is don't expect anybody, some benevolent person to go, help out the millions of people. Like I said, they'd rather throw out $100 million in rocket fuel than to go spend $100 million worth of building apartments or affordable living so people that make $34,000 a year can live there, or $20,000 a year live there. They're not down with that. Come on now. Okay, James Way, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. I'm very happy to see you with the icon next to your name. And yeah, I'm hoping you're asking me, is that a question? I'm hoping that's a question. That's right. You buy in the DR because it's not USA. You got that right. Vanessa Comagate, tell your brother-in-law to bring his checkbook. He'll fall in love with the beauty of Punta Cana. Be prepared to write a check for the 1K reservation. Happened to me. Exactly. Victor Morero was lucky. They let him write a check. That's nice. Now they're saying you got it. Well, literally pay cash right now, go down to the bank and deposit, or wire the money in. Crazy. But yeah, you better be ready to pull the trigger. I am working out all the numbers now. Once again, there are 3 different units to make money. How much are the units? Or are we talking about the fingernail thing? Because I saw the kiosk. Then I also saw where they had the small unit. It's like a portable unit. I didn't see the 3rd unit. So that's pretty cool. Wilson Koo, thank you so much for the donation. He has an icon next to his name, so he already donates as a member of the channel. And now he makes a donation as a super sticker on the Friday night live stream. Once again, I humbly appreciate the donation and your support. And if I mentioned this before, there are links down below to improve your credit, ladies and gentlemen. No credit check, no hard inquiries. They're all soft inquiries. Black Steel is going to be coming out in the next 60 days for the first 1,000 people who have the most referrals. Remember, once you sign up with Black Steel, you have a referral code that you should share with other people. All right, Victor Morero, he loves everything, Latino women included. He's a realtor, so absolutely. That's it. Oh my. Wilson Koo, what are you? He's made another donation, ladies and gentlemen. Super sticker number 2 from Wilson Koo. Thank you so much for the donation. I humbly appreciate this and your support all the time. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. Eric, that was for a lending contract. Okay, so I skipped all of that. Vanessa Comagate, thank you so much for letting me know. And I missed the donations. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo, for the donation. And that is awesome. And Paula Marion was here in the house earlier, and she made a super sticker donation as well. I thank you guys very much. I really, really do. I appreciate your support and the love. My goodness. Thank you. All right. Wow. Okay. And then we went to the Celsius. Rates are pending. Mr. Koo. Okay. Those are the ones that I missed. Those are the ones. Okay. Yeah, that second passport comes in handy. Also comes in handy when you're overseas, especially in the Eurozone. Nothing but love. You guys wouldn't believe it. It's nothing but love. Did you see the 30-year fixed rate, no balloon payment, interest only for up to 10 years? Whoa, no, I didn't see this. Hold on a second. Let me go back. Where was that at? I didn't get that. Oh, these are all separate. Okay, I thought these were you were building up to something. Ladies and gentlemen, he just mentioned it. 30-year fixed rate. No, okay, first of all, you better tell me who can qualify for this. USA and Canada, who can qualify? Flex term loan offers are incredible alternatives to hard money. 30-year fixed rate with no balloons. Okay, I like balloons actually, especially if you give me 10 to 15 years. But anyhow, interest only payments for up to 10 years. Oh my, that is okay, I'll take that. That's a balloon then. But 10-year, that's what I'm talking about, Wilson Koo. Higher loan to values. I don't know what that means. If that means 90% or 80% or 60, I don't know. Quick qualification based on property value, not personal. This is 2005, 2004, all over again. This is exactly what happened. No income check, no real credit required. Property types, investor, 1 to 4 units, condo, 2 to 4 units, multifamily, 5+ unit, mixed use. So this covers everything? Okay, no, you're going to have to say, okay, Wilson Koo, once again, you're going to have to clarify because I'm not even going to get hyped. Because if you tell me once again that this is only for foreign investors, I'm going to be happy. We are having trouble streaming from Facebook. Okay, no problem. Did you see that? Yes. You're going to have to speak up about this. I want to know, is this for USA citizens? Where basically all my audience is from the USA because YouTube, that's right, YouTube, for some strange reason, everybody else in the world never watches Stop Struggling Now. Go figure, according to YouTube. So I'm just letting you know, it doesn't do us no good because there is no Europeans watching this. There aren't any Mexicans. There aren't any people from Asia watching it. So USA, Canada, and some people in the Caribbean, a couple, and then 1 or 2 people in African nations. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what my back office says. The suppression company, YouTube. Adrian Morera, are you also holding OHM? Yes, I got some, but the gas prices are killing me. Been more bullish on time. Yeah, OHM, Olympus. That's Olympus DAO. Oh yeah, Q up Olympus DAO. I have this in Q. Well, the page isn't coming up. What's happening? Yeah, we can talk about OHM. OHM is another good one. OHM and Wonderland are based on the same thing. So I have no problem with either one of those. I think both of these are good because they're using a sound investment strategy, in my opinion. At least they're doing a strategy that makes sense. Let's just put it that way. Because I can understand they're almost doing what they're basically doing what companies do, what businesses do. So I have no problem with that. I have no problem whatsoever with these companies. So Olympus is going to look very familiar to Wonderland because it's a fork of Wonderland. I mean, it's a fork of Olympus, Ohm. So you'll notice, remember when I said on the screen, connect wallet? It's the same thing. So you would connect your wallet, do the same thing. They're on the, we have to change networks. I can't remember. All this network change, and I had to do Polygon because of Klima. So I can't even keep track of the networks anymore. Avalanche network, Ethereum network, Polygon network, and Ohm must be, isn't it on Avalanche? I can't remember what Ohm's on. But nonetheless, yes, I'm bullish on Ohm. They're doing great. The same thing here, liquidity pools, and a few more people are making money just by, and notice that bond terminology. I like that because that is what's in regular financing, except these guys don't have the headaches of what you have to do to get bond funding. They can just flick on the internet, apparently. So I don't even know if this is governed by any government or anything. So they can say it's a bond, and these bonds, remember, are out of thin air. So these people investing in the liquidity pool, it's thin air. So this is able to give us interest, and then they're giving people with the bonds some interest too. So that's it in a nutshell, but I don't see anything. Oh, the APY is up to 8,000 today. Okay. All right. Stacked 90%. This is nice. You got to love Ohm, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it. These are the ones. It's been crypto week. This is diversification, even though they're kind of the same. Olympus is not as risky as Wonderland. They do some things just a little bit different. But look at these numbers. And the treasury assets, look at that, 519 million. You guys understand where I was going with this because it can be used as a derivative. I can get loans. In fact, I don't even have to get loans at this point. I'm just going to go buy an asset that pays me. Sure, it might give me 5%, 8%, 10%, but it's an asset. So if worse comes to worse, I can sell the asset. But in the meantime, give me my 10% on $100 million. And then I can give some of that to these people here who's bonding and people who are staking. Win-win for everybody if you're trying to be a good guy, right? So you guys couldn't see that, unfortunately. They opened up a new window on me when I clicked on it. So all that talking, you guys didn't see none of it. So sorry about that. So now I'm on the same screen. So this is what I was referring to. I'll have to recap a little. Over here is Connect Wallet. So whenever you have your MetaMask, they use the MetaMask, everybody's MetaMask Connect Wallet. It would open up. And here's what I was talking about. Market value of treasury assets, $520 million. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world combine, don't put into crypto. Well, price is in money sitting 520 million around the world. Everybody around the world doesn't have the same investment opportunities. So think about it. So many people from America is putting in millions. So many people from Europe are putting in millions. These same people can't afford to go buy a house. Same people can't afford to go do whatever they want to do, but they can afford 1,000, $5,000, 10 grand. They can afford that. And there's no place on the planet that's going to give you returns of like 1,000% a year, 500% a year, 200% a year, right? That's ridiculous. And they're giving off more than that. And I was referring to the APY down here, where I don't know if this is actually right, but 8,000 APY. See, this is crazy right here. And the way they can do this, like I said, it's a mathematical equation. I have thin air. I have pieces of paper, right? So yes, I'm bullish on Olympus and Adrian. I was calling it Andrea, but it's Adrian Morera. I'm bullish on this. Good to see you back, Joshua F. Yes, it is. And may your health hold up. Joshua Felder, welcome back. Showing the love. Victor Morera, welcome back. Glad to hear you're doing better. None of this money matters without health. You got that right. So take care of yourself. Exactly. Victor Morera, thanks, brother. The 19 been bad out here in Texas, but I'm 80% better. Oh, man. I'm glad to hear it. 80% better is good. Have you heard of Kogi Farm? Yes, I've heard of it, but I haven't checked it out. All right, because there's just way too much stuff in the crypto space. And quite frankly, between Strongblock, Olympus, and Wonderland, after those three, it's hard to see why you would keep going, because Klima is the same, except it's on the Polygon network. So hold on. Hold on. I just got a message from somebody. I don't know who it is actually, but it might have been important. Let me go see who it is. Just a second. No. All right. Kogi. Yeah, I've heard about this farm, and I lost my train of thought. You can actually use Change now to buy ETH and send it directly to MetaMask. Are you talking about Changely? Let me know. That's good to know. But what are the fees, though? That's what my problem is, because I can buy ETH on Coinbase. They're going to charge me like what, $1.99 per $400 or every $500, whatever. So the fee's minimal to upload to Coinbase, but when you send it out, there's another fee. So if Changely's doing the same thing, there's a fee up on entry and a fee on the exit. I don't know if that's an advantage, but what's up, brother Curtis Davis? Eric, I will be in Wonderland by next week and looking at Ohm too. Exactly, Joshua Felder. We got in all kind of stuff, man. Strongblock, Ohm, and Wonderland. And then I did well, apparently, I don't know if I actually have 150 or if I only have 20 staked. I don't know. But all I know is I got some money on Smart Coin. And if it does any doubling or like it's supposed to, then we can talk. But Smart Coin is a casino. Highly unlikely that's going to work. That's why I would suggest but Ohm, Strongblock, and Wonderland. The Strongblock now, unfortunately, Joshua Felder, when Auntie Val was on during the live, she's the one that brought this up to us. At the time, it was 500, like I said, on our live, it was $516. I mean, $515, $513 that night. Then during the course of the next 3 to 5 days, it went down to $450. So somebody could have got in like myself when it was about 5,100, 5,200, something like that. Now the coin is 866. So in order for somebody to buy 10 coins, that's going to be over $9,000 because there's fees. So they're going to have like 9,600 at least, 9,700 at least. That's a big difference between 55 or 53. So now the thing with Ohm and Wonderland is no barrier to entry, because you can start for whatever. I don't know what the lowest could be, but I would think 200 is the lowest. And then the sky's the limit on what you can invest in Olympus and Wonderland. And Klima, which we'll show in a second. I'm going to show this in a second. I don't know who this is, but I'm kind of worried because it's coming from an area that's in Fort Myers. So that's weird. I'm going to have to find out who this is, because numbers I don't know from certain areas, I always have to check. Do you suggest investing large amounts of crypto into time? No. Will Craw 88. I'm always practical. It's too good to be true at 8,000 annual percentage yield, right? So I don't suggest investing large amounts. What I suggest doing is start with a small, relatively small amount based on your bankroll. A small amount is different to different people. All right. So just go with a small amount that's, a decent size amount that you can lose. Let's put it that way. And see how it goes over the next month. Because nothing's going to change. And if it does change, then you'll have information. But I would not suggest throwing 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 into Ohm, Time, Smart Coin, Klima, any of that. Sure, whoever wants to take the risk, they can do it. And of course, high risk, high reward. But what's wrong with taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks to see how this is going to whirl out before you add on additional money? Because at 8,000% or 7,000%, that's still a high yield, APY yield for the year. So even if you put in 1,000 a month later or 5,000 a month later, you're still going to have a 7,000 APY because it's compounded daily on Wonderland. It's compounded daily 3 times a day. So you're still going to get the same results a year later. But will it be around a year later is the question. Thanks for the connect at Vanessa K. Yes, exactly. Good to hear, sis. We'll wait to hear. Exactly. We're all anxious. We're entrepreneurs here. We're opportunists. And it's 2 hours in, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. All right. Oh, Lord, this Wonderland is confusing. Have to get help again on this one. Yeah, I know. That's why there's barriers to entry. That's why the funny part is, if you think it's crazy right now, imagine if it was simple where somebody could just buy AVAX, like on Coinbase. We can buy AVAX, for instance, right? And then imagine on Coinbase, we can swap to time. And then imagine we could just send time to your MetaMask and then go to Wonderland, Olympus. Well, Wonderland is time. You can go and connect your wallet and already be done with it already. Stake, and done. But no, we got to go do these main nets. We got to go import a token. We got to send money to one location, then send the crypto to another location, then go and swap it. Man, imagine if that wasn't the case. There would be millions more people into this. And instead of having these 8% APYs, 8,000, it would be like 10 times that amount because you would have so many people coming in. And you know what? Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. What if there's 100 million people on the planet that has not invested in crypto because it's too hard? What if instead of 100 million people, there's only like 5,000 new people onboarding fiat money into crypto every day? That's what the current situation is. But imagine if it turned into 20 million people dumping money into crypto. You know what that means. The prices would start skyrocketing because of supply and demand. That's why this rush, if the day comes where these guys can say, you just do everything right here, and with 2 clicks, you're done, it's over. Banks are done. Now governments are going to be stopping it. Trust me. Oh, Lord. Exactly. Check all the pictures. All right. Wilson Coove says, check all the pictures. Let's see. 30-year fixed rate, no balloon. I only have 4 pictures. Loan talk loans, investor 1 to 4, 2 to 4, multifamily, mixed, office, warehouse, self-storage, automotive, asset-based financing, better alternative to hard money. You got that right. Fast, streamlined process, and foreign investor programs available. Yeah, but let me know about this other one, this 30-year fixed rate with no balloons. Is all of this foreign investors? Because I guess I better renew my make sure I renew my Euro, my French passport then. Jeez. Okay. Check all those are the only pictures I have. For the non-foreign investors are the other items you were reading. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we talking about U.S. and Canada citizens can get that 30-year ballooned? Wilson Koo, you're going to have to speak up. In fact, oh man, I forgot to put under the community tab the link for tonight in case the members wanted to come in. God dog it. Okay. I can't do it now, I don't think. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, even if you want to come on and talk, you don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. Okay. So let me know before I get excited. Let us know about the numbers. Let me know. Okay. I need to know. USA citizens, do we need a credit check? You know the numbers. Do we need a down payment? Those are the two obstacles in itself for commercial, for any real estate investing. So if you say you can do all of this with no credit check, loan to values, if they're not 100%, what are the loan to values? Because the loan to value means if I have a $500,000 property and then you tell me we give you a 90% LTV, that means I got to come up with $50,000. Right? So keep that in mind. Okay, I got two things going here that I messed up on. So I'm writing, I was trying to get to community tab in case any member of the channel, those with the icons next to their name, want to join the live stream tonight. It's possible. You can do that. I'm putting in a link to the video. And then to join the live stream, let's see, I'm going to do something else. Let's see, to join the live stream, here we go. All right. And I'm just going to, oh, I can't do that. Okay, I just put in the links. I didn't put any special thing in. So if you want to join, you got to go into the community tab on the Stop Start Going Now YouTube channel page. Members only with the icon can only see it. There's a link to the actual live stream, and there's a link to if you want to join us on the live stream. All right, so Wilson Koo, please specify what the rules are, because it looks like LTV is going to matter. If LTV is 80%, then that means I got to put down 20%. If it's 90%, I got to put down 10%. So let me know what the LTV is, because on here, it just says higher LTVs. Quick qualification based on property value, not personal income. So once again, I guess no W-2s or W-9s are needed, which is kind of weird. The property value is going to be based on the, this means this is not for new construction. This is for something that already exists. So they can verify that the property's value, the revenue's coming in, so you can pay for it, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's a winner. Just what we've been talking about for over a year. Like I said, we've done it a different way, though, because we would have investors. So your credit wouldn't matter. How much you make wouldn't matter, because the investors would have put the 25% down. But now you can just go through a Wilson Koo and get it. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. All that you just read out is for USA, U.S. citizens. Beautiful. Thank you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that foreign investor one, the other images are for U.S. citizens. Beautiful. Joshua Felder doing 2K in Ohm and 2K in Wonderland, but I agree. Those fees are insane. Yeah, after you do 2K, that means you're gonna have to give up like $350 if the fees are the same. They could have went up, because how else are you going to pay these crazy APYs? Think about it. But nonetheless, like I said, it took less than 7. Well, I'm over what I invested now. So it took less than 7 days to get 25% after the fees were taken out. So I'm now ahead. In reality, 1,050 is 1,250. So now $200 ahead, and I haven't even calculated today. So it's probably somewhere in that ballpark. And now we're rolling because it's compounding. And as long as it keeps rolling, we're happy. Your screen not showing. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Marrero. I hopefully corrected that. Anyone looking for commercial property in Cleveland? No. 8 units, 3 stores, 5 beds, 8 baths. When you say 3 stores, are you talking about there's stores underneath? Wilson Koo, it's Cleveland. I have nothing against Cleveland. There's always cheap ass property in Cleveland. There's always these deals in Cleveland. Always. Jeez, soon we will end up in Never Ever Land with MJ and Bubbles trying to figure all the crypto madness. Exactly. It's already out of control. Between all these new guys have the same software. Notice Olympus DAO and Wonderland have the same software, similar software. And then Klima, they go off a different direction. I can only laugh when I saw theirs. I was like, man, this looks like, I wish they would have actually made theirs look like Ohm. And remember, Klima, Mark Cuban is involved with Klima apparently, which is another interesting aspect, but it's carbon related, which I just can't wrap my head around, this carbon thing. But here we are. Yeah, LOL. You got that right. Vanessa Comagate, don't worry. Once you do Wonderland a couple of times, it will become very easy. I don't use my notes anymore. Pretty easy and quick now. Exactly, Marrero. Once you do it a couple of times, especially when you go Ohm, Wonderland, Smart Coin, and then I checked out Klima, but I never invested in Klima, but I checked it out on the Polygon network. In fact, I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow for Klima. I haven't invested, full disclosure, in Klima at all. Because I'm already doing Olympus, Wonderland, Smart Coin, Strongblock. If anybody tells me next stop, oh, we're going to do 100,000 APY per year, I'm done already. I'm happy with the 7,000 APY if that happens. I'm happy with 60,000 if that happens. Either way, I'm done pretty much with any of this. There's no reason to keep investing in these things because basically, if one's going to work, such as Olympus and Wonderland, both of those should work. They're similar. Klima, again, they're along those same lines. I think that info is fresh off the press, and I'll be getting more details with the lender. Thank you, Wilson Koo. We definitely need more details about that because what you're talking about, yeah, we need to know the LTV. That's literally all it is at this point. Because they're doing no personal income check. This is 2004 all over again. Except this is expanding to commercial, office, retail, warehouse, self-storage, automotive. This is commercial. This is major. But the LTV matters because they might come back and go, we need it's 60% LTV. So then therefore nobody's going to qualify for this. All right. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, but 40% you're going to have to put down. So let us know. That's the major key right there. I mean, they can get it. They got me on no personal income. But so far, they didn't say there's no credit check. And they also didn't say what that LTV is. So those are the two things that block people. Even if you do find the best deal on the planet. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. I got something else. Yeah, okay. David Ramirez, that $10,000 primary trade line, if you're watching, long gone. That it reported for some people for 1 month, 2 months, and it was gone. The only way you're going to get your money back is you would have had to do a charge back on your credit card ASAP back then. Now it's probably too late, way too late. But I'll send an email in case that's it. Okay, Diesel Mike, I missed out on the original run of Bitcoin. I'm not potentially missing out on Wonderland and Olympus. Diesel Mike, right on. In fact, Diesel Mike, you haven't even missed out on the Bitcoin run. I'm just going to say it like it is. The Ethereum Bitcoin run, it's not over. It's not over. Basically, just what I explained earlier, there's only a limited amount of people that can even buy crypto. Very small amount of people. In fact, let me go do something here real quick. Let me go see. Here, I'm going to do two things, actually. I'm going to do this. Okay, the global crypto users, it's estimated, of course, because nobody actually knows. They can only gather up information. 100 million. That's it. Just passed 100 million from February 2021. And boomers are now getting drawn to Bitcoin too. Okay, that is the article. Here's what the real deal is. Do you guys realize that the boomers, the baby boomers, those above 55 and up, have trillions of dollars of wealth? They're not even in crypto. You know why? Because the same thing that Vanessa's talking about. This ain't easy. The same thing that A3 Saval's going through. Can't buy AVAX because he's in New York. Then they're going, oh, well, I know Coinbase, but now you want me to go sign up with Gemini or Kucoin or Bitmart or bitrue. I don't feel comfortable. And since I have all these assets, I don't have to be comfortable, nor why would I put it in crypto? So therein lies the problem. These guys are holding trillions of dollars, the baby boomers. They're not even hardly in. And there's only 100 million people out of 7.6 billion on the planet that are in crypto. This is exactly my point. Imagine when there's 500 million people in crypto. What are they buying? That means they have to be buying the BTCs, the Ethereum, the AVAX, the Polygons. And they're going to be putting some of that money in the Wonderlands, the Olympus, if they're still around, and the Klima, if they're still around. It's a beautiful thing. So just think about it. Hold on tight. That's why people can predict that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all this would rise. Because if you can add another 100 million people, let's say in 6 months, then BTC would be $150,000 to $200,000 a coin. Ethereum would be like 40 grand. So that's the deal. Okay. Pretty simple. Diesel Mike, the crypto party has not started just yet. It will start when ISO 222 come into play. Exactly, Joshua Felder. He knows what time it is. Exactly. Right now, it's just too complicated. It's going to keep people out, especially people with money, because you do realize you're the bank. If you hit the wrong button, send it to the wrong place, and you actually did put 50 grand or 70 grand on there, it could be unretrievable. I mean, and nobody wants to take that risk. They're like, I know where my stuff is. It's safe, even though it's an illusion if it's safe or not, because if banks go out of business, your money's gone. But nonetheless, he's right. It hasn't started yet. This is just, okay, let's go with this crypto thing again. Let's do a short recap so everybody can understand. Bitcoin, this little algorithmic thing came out roughly 2008, 2009. It's only 12 years old. They had no exchanges. They had nothing 12 years ago. They had nothing 11 years ago. They had nothing 10 years ago. They didn't even come out with exchanges until like 7 years ago. And even then, if you think it's hard now, what do you think people were doing 7 years ago to try to load their money up and then try to buy a coin and then let the coin sit there and do nothing? There was no farming. There was no yield farms. There was no liquidity pool money. There was no interest received. There was nothing. Just sat there. That's it. Oh, yeah, you can go buy a pizza or whatever it was. That's it. All right. Fast forward now. The unthinkable has happened. 8,000%, 50,000, 20,000, 1,000, 300% a year on your crypto. Who knew that would happen 7 years ago? They would have laughed at you if you'd have said something like that. So it's just a matter of time until there's an unlock code. But unfortunately, I'm still calling out all these crypto guys because they're busy trying to figure out how to siphon off money instead of handle the business at hand. The business at hand is, if you're a geek and into computers and into programming, you should be figuring out what PayPal was doing with Elon Musk. He was trying to figure out, hey, we don't need people going here to MoneyGram and Western Union, spending 20, 30, 50 bucks to send 500 bucks. Use our PayPal where we only charge 3.5% or 3%. That revolutionized the world. That's what crypto should be doing. Get me down to where it costs me 1% or 0.05% on my money when I transfer it. And then get me on the damn program so I can just transfer twice. I buy the coin, and then if I want to swap to AVAX, then second move is I get AVAX swap. And then that's it. Instead of all this running around and siphoning off my money just like a bank does, don't let me start. I started. That's ridiculous. Oh, Wilson Koo is here, ladies and gentlemen. I just didn't see you. Oh, that was I heard a bip. It went blip. And so I looked at my emails. That's what the blip was. Okay, we're going to have Wilson Koo on, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be in the house. Oh, I need my headphones if he's going to be on, because otherwise we're going to have feedback. So what I'm going to do is I got to go do a little something. I'm going to do what is our SSN lifestyle. It's a 1-minute video. So I guess a 1 minute, hopefully I'll have let me check something real quick. 1 minute. Let me get my headphones up. Let me see if I have them on me. I don't think I do. So we're going to have our own in the house, Wilson Koo, to talk about a little bit of things. So let me get you on, but give me about 1 minute. I'm going to play some of that SSN lifestyle and we'll go from there. All right. There are many third world countries that don't have infrastructure for the internet or smartphones. Wait until they catch up. Exactly, Diesel Mike. That's exactly what I'm saying. Ethereum is going to be a dinosaur soon if it doesn't get with the program and less fees. Exactly, Terry Jones. In fact, Ethereum has to change their network protocol. That's what's going to happen. They have no way. Right now, they're working on that miners, and we're getting jacked. Nigerians are doing, I know. Exactly. All right. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to run a video for a minute. It'll be a SSN lifestyle video, and then I'll be right back. I need some headphones before I get Mr. Koo on. So we'll go with the second version of the videos. SSNlifestyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. There's a link down below in the description. We have a Founders Club. New video about the Founders Club is going to be coming out specifically also probably this weekend. So stay tuned on that one. All right, here we go. I got about a minute, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I make it back in time. All right. Okay, let's see.
A life-changing opportunity is here. Another day to improve financially, mentally, and physically with SSN Lifestyle. We give you the tools to succeed through our free or membership programs. We welcome you to join SSN Lifestyle today. Membership does have its privileges. Passive income, entertainment and show tickets, first-class upgrades, free vacations, and investment opportunities. You can help yourself and others achieve financial freedom. If you are stressed and need extra income, we can help. If you are motivated, willing to put in the effort to succeed, please join us at SSN Lifestyle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put Wilson Koo on here. Let me put my headphones in real quick, and then we can talk, see what he's got to say, because this is very powerful what's happening, because this would mean ordinary citizens can get in on the real estate game, and not only just single families, but he's talking about commercial properties. A lot of you have been trying to invest into other things that has to do with real estate, such as self-storage units, which I highly recommend at this point. There's a lot of people that need storage units and a bunch of other things. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Let's welcome Mr. Koo's going to be here. Let me get him on.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Glad to have joined you guys. Okay, that information you received, Eric, is hot off the press. I still working with the lenders to get the details, because all those details that you're asking me about, yes, it does need to be flashed out. It's definitely geared towards U.S. citizens, and it's definitely geared for people that have interest in investing in real estate and need the ability, because they need to leverage what they have and get into the properties now. So we are working very hard to try and get these people into these things that they need and provide them a source of funds so that they can actually purchase these properties and get the investment stream that everybody else is talking about. Now, you talk about self-storage units. There's a lot of activity for that, and there's a lot of commercialization and lenders that are trying to help people to get into those storage things, because there's a huge demand for it. And with the size of those condos that are going up these days, people are looking for that extra space. So definitely lots of room for commercial units and lots of room for properties itself. But those investments that I just showed you and that you read out, those are live. They actually are happening now, and I just need to get you guys the details. So I think probably next Wednesday show, we'll schedule something so that we can do a Q&A and have everybody answer most of the people's questions for that. And then we'll get that on the right page for everybody.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm glad to hear this.
Right.
This is awesome. Okay. So you have a bunch of loan products going on right now.
Oh, I do.
Too many.
There's so many. It's hard to keep track of, right?
Exactly.
And the thing is, I focus on those that are in tune with SSN business lifestyle and what you guys are trying to do. So I try to get to those things that would be beneficial to you guys, so that you guys can actually exercise some of the things that you guys want to do in terms of investment properties. And there are other loans that we do in terms of trucking industry. So those people that want to do buying commercial properties like a car wash, a gas station, those kinds of things, we do them. There's also the ones that we do for cannabis farms and people that want to become growers, and people that want to also do farming equipment and things that are related to that. I mean, the farming industry is something that people have always overlooked, but there is definite abilities for different ways to do those farming. And I've looked at a bunch of different abilities, and the manufacturing equipment that I just partnered up with, that you guys just saw on the chat there, they are actually one of the beginning origins of the people that created the biodome. All right, if you remember the biodome project. So basically, what they have done is shrink the biodome into something about the size of a shipping container. And within that shipping container, they've managed to equip it with everything that's required in order for you to farm year round. So what people were used to getting like 1 or 2 crops a year on their farmland, depending on where they are in the country, people are now able to get like 5 to 7 crops a year.
Oh my, that's a higher yield. That's sweet.
That's definitely a higher yield, and definitely it will help alleviate areas where, like Arizona, Utah, where the arid conditions make it impossible to grow things for most part of the. But if they can grow them year round, and there's a commercial business that's looking into making that a possibility. And what will happen is basically these units will produce enough produce that they can feed the community that's within reach of that area. So they could feed like a 300,000 people community with all the produce that they produce in that same time period.
That's pretty major,
right?
There.
And if you put it in a warehouse setting where you have climate controls and you're running that off solar panels and stuff,
that's right.
You are actually going to be in a place where nobody can touch. Like realistically, with the water shortage that you're seeing now in the U.S. on that side of the coast,
that's right,
and the demands for the needs for produce, there is nobody that's going to touch that unless that produce price is going to come down. And with the trucking prices and the gas going up, there's no way the price of produce is going to come down, and them to grow it with good ability there is going to be marginal, and the profit margin is not going to be there unless they can do something more sustainable. So that's another thing that's coming up that I have an ear on the ground with, that I'm trying to figure out who the people are and if they actually need investors, which is where you guys can be a partake in.
That's right.
That will allow you guys to jump in on something like that.
To hear it,
because it's grassroots movement, and it's a community that you can actually get a lot of traction for, because you know what, global food shortage is real, and water shortage is real, and the economy is not going down anytime. They're actually increasing in the cost of living everywhere. That doesn't matter where you are, and we can scale that project across globally. Then we're looking at a huge project that a company of that size will grow tremendously, and the profits that they can recognize from that is huge.
Well, that's the whole thing. But first, let me talk to you about this, though. This project we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whenever you grow crops of any sort, you're always going to need water.
Yes, it's self-contained.
So where are they getting the water?
Everything that's needed in to grow the crops, the water, everything is in there through a gravity system that feeds itself continuously.
Okay. So what I'm referring to initially. So in other words, I'm thinking of, I'm in the desert, right?
Yeah.
So that means I have to have a holding tank or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I have to import water.
You need an aquifer. You need an aquifer, and you don't really need to import water if you work on the way the condensation cycle works within the climate, right? So basically,
yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, harden. So if you create that environment, it's easy to feed the water on a continuous basis, and it's easy enough to generate water if you have the technology. And basically, it's piecing technology together and creating a farm that's self-sustained.
Okay.
Right. So
well, here's the other thing, though.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying, but I don't necessarily have to be in Arizona or Southern California where we have hardly any water. I could be in a northern state above them, in Utah, Oregon, where it rains all the time. And I can actually have that big warehouse there. Don't even have to worry about the water, grow all these crops inside and ship it out.
Exactly. Yep. There are multiple scenarios for that, right? So
I love it.
The reality is, where you think that you can do the best in terms of getting the best profit out of your operations in produce, then that's where you're gonna go. You're not just gonna plant it somewhere and go, okay, because if they need it in the desert. Well, that makes sense in one sense, but like you said, the logic, you need water in the desert. If you have to do it in a more challenging way, you're not going to do it for long. You're going to look for the easiest way to make this and make it run. And like you said, there's so many other states, and even as far as government buy-ins at the state level for people like in Alaska, where the price of produce like $11 for a head of lettuce.
Exactly.
Insane. I mean, you're paying almost $20 for a bag of milk.
Exactly.
Right. So if you can give them better quality of produce, which means better living and better eating, you're definitely going to do justice. Which means that companies like that can play to the government to get subsidies to run those.
That's
right.
Correct.
Which if you do this as a non-for-profit, there's no non-for-profit not making a profit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
A non-for-profit is only a name and title. I mean,
exactly.
They make money. Right?
Exactly.
Right? It's not what people think, and the reality is, we're going towards that with the climate change that we see. And if you're truly as blind as Donald Trump is, you don't see no climate change, and the ice caps aren't melting. You never float away in Miami, right?
Exactly.
So I got a plan for you. I can sell you crocodiles in a swimming pool.
Exactly.
In your glass terrarium that you live in with them, right? So yeah. So definitely, there is a lot of possibilities, and the lending business is just growing hugely because they know that the government's printing money. They don't know people that are going to get to this crisis where they do need the money, especially businesses, because businesses are hardest hit for funding, especially when it comes to getting it from the banks, because the banks are not giving them what they need.
Not going to happen. Yeah,
right?
Not going to happen.
They're not. And realistically, the hard money lenders, they are going to be around, yes, as long as they can service large corporations. But the people that need it are not large corporations. It's the small business that survives, and the medium enterprises that survive, that makes the country keep going the way it does. And without those, you only have the corporations, and nobody is employed below that.
Exactly.
And without those, who's going to buy anything?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's an end game.
Yeah,
That's the end game, actually.
Exactly.
That's
So
what I keep telling everybody. You keep giving all the rich people, they can keep getting richer, but as soon as you suck out all the money, now nobody has any money to buy their products.
Yep.
So now everybody starts going down.
Yeah, I mean, they can only back end all these companies for only so long. At some point,
Exactly.
that line has to finish, right? Because you can't draw this line perpetually on no dollars going in. You know, there's not enough sustainability with no sustenance to the people that are going to have to provide it, right? So, you know, it's a difficult place. But definitely, like you said, this is the biggest transfer of wealth that will ever happen. And people, like the ordinary citizens, they need to look for ways to be able to do this. And this is why the lending business that we're in now have looked at these ways to get these people the funds that they need in order to leverage making the economy thrive. Because if we don't lend them, who's going to? The economy will tank.
That is correct.
And then we're in 16 levels of hell, which we'll never get out of. Right?
That's right.
So
that's exactly
we need to give them hope. And you know, a country with people with no hope is not a country that's going to run for very long. You're going to end up with like a Venezuela or even worse, like, you know, the Colombians and the Nicaraguans, where they end up in complete chaos.
Yeah,
right?
Just like Greece and everybody else when they went bankrupt. So,
I mean, it's hard to see that the state will go bankrupt because realistically, nobody will let it fall to that crisis.
No.
But if they don't do the right steps, they'll walk themselves into it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Right, and they don't even have to do it. Yeah.
We're walking it down right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're looking at both sides. All the trees have fallen as you walk by, right? So
exactly.
You're gonna look at, you know, you're better off looking at the Canary Islands with the lava going down the flow.
Exactly.
You know, at least you can harvest something out of that.
Exactly.
Right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to help the SSN family and get them to where they need to be in terms of, you know, whatever loan products I can get to them that they will help them service what they want to do within their goals. Yeah, let's look at what we can do for you guys. All right.
Yeah, that works out beautiful. And by the way, you mentioned something that was very interesting on the loan pack. You said you had that foreign loan package.
Right.
And then you said something very interesting. So I have dual citizenship. So I have a French passport.
Exactly.
So are you saying I could be considered foreign because I'm going to present my French passport?
Technically, yes, you can. Okay. Now, I had to get more details from the lender that's supporting this, because realistically, when you look at it, if you show up with a different passport, you consider a different citizen. What do you think the Chinese are ending up with passports from St. Lucia or Barbados?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's because it allows them the ability to port their money elsewhere as a citizen of another country.
Right. Yep.
There is no laws against that. And if it's a loophole, and this is the thing, people know the rules. Okay, now you know the rules. The rules did not state that you definitely have to be X, Y, and Z. The rule says if you are a non-citizen of U.S. because you present a different passport during your application for the loan, well, I can't consider you a U.S. citizen because that passport doesn't show me U.S. citizen.
That's correct. That's how they actually do it. Quite frankly, that's how the rich guys actually do it.
I mean, we're not fooling anybody. I mean, you ask us for a piece of paper that shows you're not a U.S. citizen, and a passport is a valid government documentation that shows that.
That's right.
So, what is the argument that tells me that I can produce that and show you that stops me from saying I'm not a U.S. citizen under this passport? Therefore, I'm applying for this loan under this.
That's right. Exactly. Again, this is why there's people right now, which I've never even actually talked about, which actually you just made me gonna put up a video about it now. Offshore businesses getting a second passport, which the funny part is, I'm talking about Dominican Republic all the time. Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there's this thing about residency and citizenship. And part of it is if you own a certain amount of land or property and you have a certain amount of money coming in, they will give you a Dominican passport.
Yep.
So it's very interesting. And a lot of companies do that. Just like you said, that's why the Chinese, St. Lucia.
I mean, a lot of the Caribbean countries will do that.
Yeah,
right? Cayman is a prime example. You see how many hats have showed up there that basically well, how these guys? No, the citizens of that island, so
Yep.
they can get their money out through.
Exactly.
Who's the government can't stop you from having a second passport.
Exactly.
The
Because the
only
other
way they
country's
can do
jurisdiction.
that is if they decide that you have to turn in the country of origin that you have the passport.
Oh, yeah, but nobody does that.
Exactly. Even the Chinese have that requirement,
Exactly.
but nobody actually
Nobody does.
turned that in.
Exactly.
Right? So
nobody does
when
that.
you have wealth or you have ability and a bit of money, you can go a long ways if you know the rules and how to play with
That's
them.
correct.
Right? It's
Exactly.
all the rules are made so that there's loopholes because you can't
That's
cover
right.
everything.
That's right.
You got to know your game well enough to be able to say, hey, that's what they say, but nobody has said that you can't do this. I mean, there's no precedents that stop you from that before.
That's right.
It's going to take them a long time to get that judgment to say, yeah, the precedent has been established.
Yeah.
That was this.
Exactly.
There's no way they can do that in that short period of time.
No.
In that short period of time, your capital gains is going to come out before they get the rules out.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You
Because
look at how long it takes. Yeah.
the United States is sitting here right now with this initiative that they have. They're trying to tie up everybody into the banking because they have the world currency. That's the only way they can get everybody in line. But they're trying to get everybody to, like, if I get a bank account in any other country, they're getting these other countries to report that I'm a U.S. citizen, open up an account and report it back to the United States government.
Unfortunately, there's so many countries that don't want to work with the U.S. in their terms.
Exactly. Exactly.
They've lost that ticket a long time ago.
Yep. Exactly.
Right? Way back in
Exactly.
2000 already,
Yep.
that ticket was long gone. Right?
Yep.
So they can bring back the ashes of a ticket that they want to get this free ride on. No, they're not.
Exactly.
China has already told them they're not getting no free ride. So,
Right.
you know, India is no less.
That's correct.
Right?
That's
And
correct.
those two have the largest population of people. They wield the most power, buying and consumer power that any country has. So if
That
they
is true.
decide that they're not going to participate in the U.S., they only got the Middle East left.
That's correct. That's correct.
And the
that's
Middle
another
East
thing.
are not only going to be there for so long because they're looking at, okay, what have the U.S. really done for us
Right.
that we can't do as an oil-rich country? Because at some point, U.S. is still going to be dependent on getting some oil control from OPEC, which they don't.
That's correct.
Right?
That's
Without
exactly right.
without control of OPEC, they will not determine the oil prices the same way as what the Middle Eastern countries can do. And
That's
if they decide,
correct.
okay, we're going to make it life difficult for U.S. because they're not giving us anything, we'll make it difficult.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not rocket science for them. It's like,
Yep.
you know, a couple of push of the buttons. All the OPEC countries say you guys are gonna drop the barrel, and now it's gonna be $10 a barrel.
Yeah, exactly. Just what Russia and Saudi Arabia did last year.
Yep. And Russia is no strong supporter of U.S.
No.
So now you have 3 countries, and then you can get the Middle East. Now you got 4 different communities that say it's basically screw you if you want to dictate the dollar to us, because we're not going to do that.
Exactly.
Right? You know,
exactly.
and that's why
I don't
Chinese
blame
have their own dollar going. It's their
right.
digital currency.
They
do it because they can control their citizens better. Say, okay,
right.
But
That's right.
their alternative, the bigger ulterior motive for them is we're going to tell you U.S. to screw their dollar and forget the rest.
That's right. And China and Russia, for instance, they do business because both of them are saying the same thing. We don't care about the U.S. dollar anymore.
Exactly.
We're going to bypass you guys.
Yeah,
and other countries are doing that. So
yeah, and other countries are buying up the gold.
Exactly.
That's why you see the gold shortage. And right?
That's right.
The Saudis already got all the gold in the Middle East.
That's
Now
right.
the Indians have bought the gold.
Yep.
The Chinese have bought gold coming out. In fact, they also have the most precious gems and metals in any one country.
Exactly.
So if they stop producing, they're going to cripple the chip shortage.
That's correct.
Which means all
That's
the
what's
semiconductor
happening.
companies that run, Mr. Tesla is not going to be running his Tesla anymore.
Only in China.
China's got Neo. They're going to sell you a Neo before you sell you a Tesla.
That's true.
Because
They
the
could
parts
do that.
you need for Tesla
They
is
could
in
do
my
that.
Neo.
That's true. That's true.
Right? At the price point, that's ridiculous compared to what the Tesla is actually
Hey,
doing.
you know, and speaking of that, we're going to go a little political government stuff.
Yeah.
But going with this is the whole reason why I was telling people this thing about the United States acting like they're not a superpower with regards to China, where they're trying to do this thing with Taiwan, and America's doing this pussyfooting around when they should be actually stamping that out, being like, no, they're independent. No, we want them that. People don't understand. They don't understand where chips are being made. They're in Taiwan. 80% of the chips is in Taiwan. If China takes Taiwan,
Yep.
guess what, American citizens? You're about to be screwed, because them chips coming out, they're not going to be sold in America.
Nope.
Because
it's the same
crazy.
way they do sanctions for stuff to China and Russia.
Yep.
They just do the reverse for our chips, which is what the largest component of all the electronics that we have in North America. So if they withhold that, we basically screwed. They're waiting for them to give us what we need, because that will hold up. Everything's running on SAPs and whatever. These are run on computers.
That's right.
If they stop all that.
Exactly. And that's why I don't understand all this pussyfooting around, acting like, oh, well, we don't want to recognize Taiwan. I said, you better recognize Taiwan real fast. Make them a U.S. territory, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Because this could go south in a day.
I mean, the Chinese are ready to go whenever they have to. I mean, they have never heeded any warnings from anybody, even from Korea and Vietnam and even Taiwan, saying stay out of water.
Right.
They just say, well, hell, we just build islands in your water. Never mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they did. And who's stopping them? There's nobody stopping them.
Nobody.
Right? They're creating ecological hazards all over the country and the coast there, but they don't give a damn.
Nope.
All they think is strategic control of that region, which means everybody in that Asian corridor is toast.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
They got a huge navy compared to what the U.S. have.
That's correct.
But it doesn't have to be quality, but if you have more ships than the U.S. and you can fire enough artillery into the air at the ships, so what? I lose 10 ships and I sink 10 of yours.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, I could lose 20 and sink because I have 100 of them.
That's correct. That is exactly
it's a numbers game, right? They don't care.
That's right.
It's an old strategy that they always use since Sun Tzu time.
That's correct.
It's not their military strategy hasn't changed that much in terms of what they do.
No, it never has.
They followed the book. They learned their playbook very well, and they'll execute it.
Oh, they've been following the book for hundreds of years. So
thousands.
Thousands, in fact. They just slowly been churning away, and just seeing, we'll take this, we'll do this, and then who's our competitor? Okay, America's the only one. Yeah. So they let us slide. So
Japanese used to be a competitor for the U.S. and North America, but they've fallen behind in times compared to what. Because their ability is not there. They don't have the capacity of wealth that the Chinese have.
That's correct.
Right? Their industrialization in China has grown so much. It's like looking at us back in the 40s and 30s when the industrialization started to take off.
That's it.
This thing, their game is just blown out of water with the technology that they have access to. They've been stealing U.S. and North American intelligence for the longest time. What do you think they have? They send these rich Chinese kids to do, because they're here to learn and take back and ship back from there over to China electronically.
That's correct.
They've been stealing all the intelligence that all the Apples and all the Dells and that have been making computers and all the aviation technology. That stuff has been stolen a long time ago.
Exactly.
So you think those electric trains that they're running now, the high-speed trains, that technology was stolen from Japan and from U.S. and Russia, and they put it together. They're now running 300-kilometer-an-hour trains.
Right.
We can't even get trains running 100 kilometers an hour.
Yes, exactly. I was getting ready to say, man, 100 kilometers without a crash.
I mean, think about it. Going from San Jose down to San Diego takes you over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have done that in 20 minutes.
Exactly.
So we don't show our technological advances because we don't have any.
That's oh, Wilson Koo. Welcome to the party. This is what I've been telling people for the freaking last 50 years. I've been saying America is actually not what you believe, because as soon as you go outside of the country and go around, you're seeing stuff like, wait, I can do this, I can do that. And then I come back to America and people are like, no, we've never seen this. And it's been happening the whole time. We're actually behind. It's all propaganda that we're the biggest, baddest, and best.
Exactly. I mean, Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, those things are as old as the hills because they've been using it over in China for the longest time.
Exactly.
You know, Tencent owns WeChat, and they also own Alipay, and they've been making money on that electronic system or monetary transactions for eons now.
Yep.
Compared to what the banks are now starting to say, oh, we can make. Well, you're too late. You could have made money a long time ago.
Yeah, we have Zelle now. I'm like, like what the
Zelle,
heck?
man. People are transferring money internationally from China to here and not even blink of the eye.
Exactly.
Oh, we have to wire fund. What do you mean wire? No WeChat. We pay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I'm going. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm. My iPhone don't work that way.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, they're making clowns out of us, man.
Exactly. Speaking of clown activity, when I was in the Philippines, I was just like at the second level of this place in Manila. The whole second level was based on phones.
Right.
And these guys had like dual SIM cards. They had these phones where they could put in a chip and they're calling all over the world. They're putting in chips where you have data that's like 1,000 gigabytes or so. I mean, it's just like, they're like, oh, don't you have this? I'm like, what are you talking about? Do I have this? No, I don't have this.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Exactly. You go to India and you go, I need a cell phone. They go, oh yeah, just go down the street. That guy has a variety. You pick one up for like 2,000 rupees, which is next to nothing here.
Yeah.
And they go, how much time you want to buy? Oh, that's only this much.
Right. $30.
Text message is next to nothing.
Exactly.
Right? $30. You could be unlimited Google this and that. And,
exactly.
And we're going, oh yeah, you want 10 gigs? That's $60.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it for the gig. Hang on, you guys still got to pay for the service part.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? And how fast are we really?
It's crazy. I was over there, literally put the SIM in my phone. I could call everywhere. I could call Europe. I could call America. It was what they called the world plan. and I had data on there.
Yeah.
So I was out, and they gave me a phone number, American phone number. I was just like, what the frick is going on? I was like,
see, the thing is, people don't see outside their own community, and if they don't travel, they will never hear about it. And because that's what the government wants you to be.
Yep.
And
exactly.
they've made the ordinary citizens not only lack of monetary ability, but lack of travel ability other than local, which means that your passport is like, I think what, $200 now for 10 years?
Well, I don't know, because mine was $135, but I've had mine for a while, and all I had to do was renew, so I haven't had to get a new one.
But these people, they can't even scrape together $100.
That's true.
To get groceries.
That's
Never
true.
mind.
That's
$130, $180 to get a passport.
That's
so when
right.
are they going to able to travel?
That's correct.
That's a luxury item for the those beyond middle class.
That is correct.
The average American doesn't see themselves as a world traveler.
That's correct. You got that right.
Right? They see themselves, I'm only living in my community. That's all I need to know.
Oh man, you should hear people even to this day saying like you're at parties or something. When I was in Georgia, and they were like, "Yeah, I've never even left the state of Georgia," and this person's like 40 years old.
Oh, there are people that haven't left their rural town in Butte, Montana, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, so there is a lot of things people either choose not to see or see, but choose not to engage in terms of making it better for themselves.
Exactly.
Because if you only listen to what the news gives you, they'll give
Oh,
you the picture of what they want you to feel,
it's
which is
propaganda.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not good enough for everything else that could be
Yeah.
possible because you're not rich enough.
Yeah.
But if you realize that on YouTube and there are enough things on the internet now that will show you how you can do these things if you're willing to take the effort and do it. That's why when here's the reality, right? So when
Yep.
COVID hits, anybody that could stop working would, and
That's right.
anybody that would be able to get back to work wouldn't,
Right. Right.
because the work habit and structure is not within that character anymore. It's like the people are so used to, well, the government will take care of us, and
Yep.
that's why you see
Yep.
in the projects and stuff, oh, we'll get whatever,
That's right. We'll
but
take the little
crime
kibbles
pays
and
more,
bits.
so I'm going to say the hell with whatever, the system
Yep.
doesn't pay me enough.
Right. Right.
So you pushing them down one side and then you shoveling them crap on the other side. So what are they going to go? Well, I'm not going to go to that crap. I'm going to go avoid that. And if that means I take the crime route, so
Yep.
be it. Because what's
Yep.
my alternative?
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
That's
I'm going to
exactly
end up
right.
eating out of garbage cans and waiting for leftovers out of a soup can.
Yeah. See,
So that's no living.
that's
Nobody
correct.
should be.
Not gonna happen.
I mean, we're not supposed to be a third world country, yet we have
We
more
are.
people homeless and living in poverty than people that should be in the impoverished worlds.
That's correct. You know, I've been saying for, again, 40 years, I've been telling people, they look at me crazy. I said, you know, America's a third world country. And they're all like, what do you know? I'm like, okay, you don't understand. It is. Because if once you leave and you realize how far we're behind, then you come back, then you see all this stuff, because it's always, I need this money. You always have to pay out. I said, just because you can make $50,000 a year, you don't get to keep 50. You barely you're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
I said,
exactly.
You're in a third world country, but you don't look at it that way, because you see a house, you have running water, you can take a shower, you can go to the grocery store. But I was saying a long time ago, I would say, but there's going to come a day when grocery store shelves start shrinking. They're going to be empty. You're going to find a whole bunch of people living on the street, but they're all going to be together now instead of all dotted all over the place, except they're going to be all together. So then you're going to notice them then. And that's what we're at right now. They're like, I said, there's no difference. We're a third world country. So that's why you have to stay above financially. You have to have money coming in, because as soon as that stops, you're in jeopardy in America. There's just no way around it.
If you look at the way this crisis is going, we're just one step away from looking at being in the slums of Philippines or even the slums of Brazil.
That's correct.
We're 1 foot away from that doorstep. Realistically, if everything collapses for the people, the eviction happens, and the landlords foreclose on everybody and take away they're all up into tin shacks.
That's correct. That's correct.
They really can't have food. So most of the people can't even afford the food now.
Oh man, food's getting out of control. One bag is more than $100 now. It's crazy.
Right, and then you expect them to be able to collect enough EI. There's not enough EI in your system.
No.
There never will be in any system.
No system. That's correct. Because the whole system is never, the government doesn't make money.
Well, EI is another Ponzi scheme, like the pension plan.
That's correct. All pension plans, all Social Security, all health, all of it's a pension. I mean, a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, because realistically,
all of it.
To get that money, basically, you need to have paid in. But then when you paid in, you still get none of it until you need it. And when you need it, you have to tell them that you're really in crisis.
Yep.
And really, it's like, after all I paid, you can't see it in your records, but you can collect it from my records.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, people don't understand. Why is the government able to collect it from you, but when you come to pick it up, they can't tell you that you have enough to pick up?
Exactly.
Because they've taken that money and spent it elsewhere. That's why they can't tell you how much money they can give you.
That's correct.
They have to figure out, how can we allocate this additional 1,000 people their portion of their funds without impacting the other million that we already funded.
That's correct.
So if another million comes in, oh well, okay, now that pool of funds, we removed it somewhere else. So now we have to figure out how to move some of that back so we can pay.
That's it. That's right. And
So
it's a
let's just print
Ponzi
some
scheme.
money.
Yeah, that's it. It's a straight Ponzi scheme, and it's going to run out. So all of it's going to run out. That's the thing. It's not just Social Security. It's with regard to healthcare, insurances. Everything's going to run out. And when people aren't putting money in the bank, now the bank's not going to be able to do their shenanigans. So all kind of things are just going to run out. So
they're really running out.
around.
People have no means anymore.
Yeah, I know. I know.
The people that had the means have leveraged their credit cards so much they can't even afford another credit card.
That's correct. That
right?
is
So
correct.
what are they living on if they have leveraged everything? The government is not going to bail them.
Nope.
They'll bail the corporations before they bail you. So basically, you
Every
left
time.
to survive on your own. So you better
That's
pick up
right.
some hunting and fishing skills and learn how to build a good tent in the city, right?
That's correct.
You're all going to visit Splinter and the Rat Cell with the Ninja Turtles down in the sewage of New York. You know, that's where they're all going to hang out, right? Pizza parties after hours because you get the pizza free from the drop downs.
That's right. That's right.
There's no way these people are going to be comfortably living if they haven't made the strides of what they need to do. And what you're doing here on this show, you've given a lot of people who's hungry and want to make that change in their life and ability.
Yep.
And that's far more than
Thanks.
all the gurus that have actually come on all these different shows and post all their videos. I mean, I've seen quite a few already, and I've been a victim of some of them. And I go, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
All you guys tell me is how to sign up to your show.
Right.
And how to pay your course.
That's right.
But when the real stuff comes in, you guys can't execute because you guys are so far away. Like they're another planet away from you, realistically.
Exactly. Right.
And the grunts they hire to do the work are no better than the collection people that collect the money from you.
Exactly.
So you're not getting true benefit. And if they look at, that's why YouTube is having such a hard time with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're giving facts and reality how to change the outcome of your course of life.
Thank you. Right. Exactly.
And they can't see that that's useful to somebody because they want to control the people that you want to help.
Exactly.
The more we suppress them, the more control we have getting them to where we need them to be, which is basically, let's just wipe out, 3/4 of your nation.
Exactly.
And then see whether we can regrow new people.
Exactly. And it's not going to happen either.
No, it can't, because you don't have people to regenerate that population that will actually be able to bring the wealth back to your country. If you wipe them all out, there is nobody that left. So the people in the top 10% or the top 1%, they're not going to have 1 million kids.
That's right. That's right.
What are you populating the rest of the earth with if you don't have that population that can sustain you to get you more money in the future?
That's right. Exactly.
So you kill the golden goose and all the possible hens that could lay eggs for you for the future, and then you expect to have money coming in some more. You're going to have to be robbing somebody for that.
There you go. It's already happening. That's why they're robbing the poor to pay the rich right now.
Yeah, but it's when you axe off all the poor and the middle class.
Now it's a problem that even the rich they're going to have to deal with. And
they're not willing to give up their share.
No, they'll never give up their share. You got that right. Never going to happen.
Even when they die, they're not going to give up their share.
No,
their family's going to keep it somewhere.
They always hide it. They got it. Yeah.
Right. So it's not based on reality what they're trying to do, and they don't care that it's not based on reality. If you look at how they've been treating everybody in that whole sequence of events, like let's say COVID just happened to be something that catalyzed this whole event sequence much faster than they had expected.
Exactly.
They weren't expecting to print this much money at this point in time. Their game plan was like a 10, 20-year game plan.
That's correct.
Easily. But
that's correct.
This COVID-19 made it move a lot faster. That whole theory that it's possible that the Chinese help orchestrate this catastrophe is highly possible only because they have to stand much to gain from this disaster.
That's correct. That is correct.
Remember, their people are expendable to them.
That is correct. 1 billion people. No problems.
Yeah.
No problems.
What? I lost $1 million.
Yeah.
I got 10 more sitting on the ground there. You know,
Right.
They just
Yeah.
and they don't really care in terms of what it takes to make what they need happen.
That's right.
When human lives are just is no different than livestock.
That's correct. And in their system anyhow, it's just if they can wipe out 50 million people, that's just less people we got to worry about. That's the way they look at it.
They don't feed them anyways. I mean,
Exactly.
the real thing is that, you know, we just better than North Koreans. We just don't make them eat grass.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
They have access to everything that they need. But
exactly,
you know, it's so different.
Yep.
Than what people think that they do. I mean, the U.S. do it, and they try to be subtle about it. The Chinese do it, and they're quite overt about it. Well, you know what? We have 16,000 violations of human rights. You think we care about one more?
Exactly.
Right? As long as we become the power that we need to be.
Yeah.
And all through history, that's the way they have been. They haven't changed from historical practice.
No, it's the same. At this rate, due to COVID and the way America's been for the last 50, 60 years, it just escalated everything. At this rate, China is going to be a problem in the next 20 years. They're already a problem. But
they're already a problem.
It's going to surpass. We're going to be in a tension situation where everybody's going to start shooting missiles because
and Donald Trump was just a puppet in the whole game.
Yeah. Jesus.
He was the goat that they could string out and get a kick at. And so that when the crap hits the fan, it was Donald's because he was too stupid. They wanted the stupid and arrogant on there.
Tell me about it.
They needed that there. Otherwise they can execute their plan.
Perfect.
How would they execute it if they had somebody smart? And they wanted Biden because he's already in bed with them.
Yeah, all American people in government. They're in a whole different ballgame because China has always been friends with the people in power. That's a whole nother underhanded secret. I mean, Dianne Feinstein, for Christ's sakes, had some military or diplomatic person with him that was Chinese, and he's sending back secrets. I was just like, how is this even possible? I'm like, this is craziness.
The Chinese knew the game. They knew it a long time ago.
Exactly.
It's like a big game of Go. Yeah, but no one's seen the game of Go. Well,
you
introduce foreign partners in that don't know the game from nuts.
Right.
Basically, then you just put them in as pawns and you manipulate them.
Exactly.
Right? They show them the glory of what they think they're going to get. And on the other side, they're pulling the rug out from underneath you.
Exactly.
But don't worry. We're not tunneling underneath your floors.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. This is why I always said this thing. We're going to have to go. But I'm going to say the last thing. This is why I always have this bitch about Foxconn, right?
Yeah.
Because Foxconn is a perfect example. I'm going to build something in Wisconsin. We're going to make 16,000 jobs. Make sure you give us that free land. Give us some of that money. Yeah, they never do nothing. Then we're going to give it to Trump
instead. At least I know that something would be built.
Exactly. They do the same thing in North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh my
it's
God.
crazy. They just go around the country doing the same thing, collecting money, saying they're going to build something, do a digging in the shovel thing, like we're going to break ground and never do nothing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's sad, you know, but that's the reality. But I think people need to realize that the only person that can change the outcome of what you have is you.
That's correct.
You control your own destiny, and your destiny is not meant by somebody else telling you what your destiny should be. Your destiny is based on your willingness to change where you are from what you've been, and using your experience to make that, you know, those mistakes are not mistakes.
That's right.
The life experiences that you need in order to grow from where you were and to adapt and make that change. So now, if you've suffered all that pain in the past and you didn't learn from those mistakes, you need to revisit what you've done and realize that where's the lesson I should have learned from those? Because realistically, life gives you the lessons through the experience that you have. And if you haven't realized that that's the lesson you need to have kept in order to move forward, then you've lost a blessing that was been given to you to learn that opportunity.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Very well said, Mr. Koo. Thank you so much for dropping in tonight, coming on the live stream, dropping the gems and the knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being a part of your show, and I will get back to you with those information, and then we'll do a Q&A and get you guys some more information and details for those things. Because
that's right, and I can't let you go without one last thing.
Yeah.
QuickEasyFunds.com.
That is it, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. It's been a pleasure. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you so much, man. I
All
appreciate your support, and thanks for the donations, the
You're
super
welcome.
stickers tonight as well. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, man.
Take care.
All
Thank
right.
you. Have a good night, everybody.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye. Good night, Barry White.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a special treat. We got a different perspective from Mr. Koo. You finally heard the voice behind the superstar, the lender, the man that's making things happen, making dreams come true is going to be possible for the OCs. You're hearing it here, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to go looking too far anymore. You don't have to know anybody. Just stay tuned. SSN Nation, SSN University, SSN Academy is here. And with people like Mr. Koo in the house, this helps the community greatly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a special treat. I know we were talking about crypto while we were on, but let me go back because Joshua Felder was also dropping gems. And he was saying these are some of the coins, the wealth transfer coins. I like that terminology. The XLM, the IATA, the Algo, the XDC, the IOST XRP, based on the ISO 2000, what they call it, 20,022, let's call it. Yeah, that works out. That's, hey, those are the ones. That's pretty good list. People here already know. I've already said XRP, XLM. There's something on the list I did never say, though. Algo, I said as well. You guys know I invest in Algo. IATA, I didn't know about IATA. And I don't know IOST and the XDC. I don't know about those two. So those are some gems Joshua Felder's dropping for everybody. So hopefully you got that, because remember, you need that pen, pad, and pencil. And oh, by the way, please smash the like button if you haven't already, because tonight has been a whirlwind. It's been awesome. Mr. Koo talking about international flavors. All right. My portfolio mirrors this as major holdings. Auntie Val, she's holding the crypto, bullish on crypto. Auntie Val, exactly. Yo, Mylan B's in the house. Yo, what's up? It's the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, and I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here once again. Nice to see you. A3 Saval, ONT or QNT. I've been buying QNT. Yeah, somebody else told me check out QNT. I didn't check it out yet. I don't know what it is. So A3 Saval, maybe you can drop us some info on QNT. I'm not familiar with that. Wilson Koo dropping gems. That's right. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial. Joshua Felder saying yes. All right. Man, that's crazy. We're talking about on the live stream. Okay, Mr. Koo is letting us peek behind their curtain. Exactly. Preach, brother Koo. Exactly. He was preaching, ladies and gentlemen, dropping that knowledge, giving it just like it is, shaken, not stirred. Got to make your own moves. As Eric says, nobody is coming to save you. Yes, Joshua Felder, I was just thinking about that today. Nobody's coming to save you. The T-shirts. I was just thinking I got to put my order in because I've been holding out on that. And now's the time to make it happen, because at the end of this year, nobody's coming to save you. It's going to be a thing. All right. So thank you so much for mentioning that, Auntie Val. I can't wait. Exactly. Wilson Koo, Curtis Davis, giving them nothing but love. Wilson, please send me your company website info. Gary White, it's quick. I'm putting it in chat. EasyFunds.com. Let me see if it came up. Yes, I just put it up, Gary White. If you're still here with us, QuickEasyFunds.com. That's his website. So you can contact him there. Oh, well, let's see. Here we go. Thanks, fam, for your support and your time. Have a great weekend. We'll celebrate my birthday now. That's it. Birthday for you. Happy birthday. That's awesome. And again, thank you so much, Wilson Koo, for your support, giving us that loan information. Thank you for the gems and the knowledge you dropped tonight. Very well done, sir. Thank you. Quick Easy Funds, like I said. Gary W., Will do. All right, Wilson Koo. Thanks, Eric. No, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. And that's because he's a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. He has that icon next to his name. And that meant he went to the community tab tonight under the members only tab and saw the login to be on the live stream. And just like I said, you don't have to show your face. You can choose an avatar or live. And he chose the avatar. So he spoke and we listened. It was a awesome time, Mr. Koo. Thank you so much for that insight and knowledge. I got to say it again, because oftentimes I say a lot of things and people don't understand where I'm coming from. But Mr. Koo, he has a little bit different perspective, but you can see where he's coming from is also based on what he's been around and has seen. So that was awesome to hear, because again, here's the story, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the story. I got to give you this story because when I'm in the Philippines, here's the thing. So you go to the Philippines. I called, I think I had T-Mobile. T-Mobile is talking crazy. They said something, I believe it was like $35. I think, I can't really remember the numbers. Then they were talking like $2 a minute to call back to the USA. You get like 100 texts or 50 texts, and after that, $1 a text. I was like, have you lost your mind? Meanwhile, I go down, and at the airport, they have SIM cards. So I don't, you never get SIM cards at the airport, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's face facts when you're outside the country. So I go down in Manila, and I get to the SIM card place, and that's where things got crazy. In fact, I went to the mall, and that's where I was on the second level where they actually take phones apart. The whole second level was to take phones apart and put them back together and make them better or rearrange them or add something. It was crazy. So I get up in there and I say, hey, what about, I need to call the United States, text the United States. And that's when they pulled out this, oh, you want USA only SIM card? Or do you want this a worldwide SIM card? Or do you want, they started pulling out all this stuff. So I'm thinking, I just need to call USA, but come to think of it, I got to call some other spots because I might have to call here in the Philippines, call whatever. Just give me the worldwide. The girl was like, oh, we're going to give you like 20 gigabytes of data and like 1,000 minutes. And it's only $50. And you have your own phone number. So I'm able to call the United States direct on their SIM card. I'm able to text unlimited, and I have gigabytes of data, all for like $50. It was insane. So now I'm getting ready to leave on a flight, and the Uber driver drops me off at the Manila airport. So since I have two phones and I took the Philippine SIM card out and put it in the other phone that I don't use, it was just dead phone really, I don't use, I put it in there. I left my real phone in the back seat of the taxi or the Uber driver. Guess what happens? I'm standing in line. The Uber driver's gone for like 15 minutes till I realize it, till a guy that I'm standing in line to check in, he says something like, man, I wish you can, I got to make a call to somewhere. Can I use your phone or something? I was like, oh yeah, sure. So I'm looking for my phone. It's gone. But guess what happens? That SIM card, unbelievable. Actually, the SIM card was still in my other phone, come to think of it. I didn't take it out. So now he says to somebody else, can I use your phone? I called my phone that had the Philippine SIM card in there because my American SIM card wouldn't have worked. That's the funny part. So, and it's got the story a little mixed up, but in the end, I was able to call my cell phone. The taxi driver, 15, 20 minutes later, picks up the phone, answers my phone and says, I'll bring it back. I couldn't believe it. Dude was long gone. It took him 30 to 40 minutes. Luckily, my flight wasn't leaving for an hour and a half. He came back about 15 to 20 minutes before, and I got my phone back. It was crazy. If that would have been my American SIM card in my phone, I wouldn't have been able to get my phone back because I wouldn't have been able to call it. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. But anyhow, just letting you know, America oftentimes not ahead. And you guys heard me talking about that Huawei company. Huawei isn't allowed to sell cell phones in America. You guys don't think it's really security issues, do you? When you become the second largest cell phone manufacturer in the world without being in the US market, maybe now you understand why they said no security issue. You can't sell that phone because Apple, Samsung, the partners that they actually want to win, they would be toast. All right. Dual SIM card phones that have 50, 60, 70 megapixels on the front camera and the rear camera. Come on. All right. And video. And the phones are $500, $550 is the high-end phone. You know why now that's not being sold in America, because Apple and Samsung wouldn't be able to sell you $1,600, $1,400, $1,200 cell phones when the $550 phone is better. That's why Huawei's number 2 in the world in cell phone sales. All right. But meanwhile, we're running around here with front cameras, 10 megapixels, 16, back cameras, 28 or 20 or 16, whatever. Man, these guys have been past that 5 years ago. Thank you, SSN fam. Happy birthday, Mr. Koo, man. Exactly. Joshua Felder says, thanks, Wilson Koo. Showing nothing but love. Still here, sir. We are hard to get rid of like the roaches in Joe's apartment. Gary White. Gary White. You were asking about that foreign investment for that project you wanted to do. I don't know if it's going to fall under the category that Wilson Koo was talking about, but there may be a way to get that to happen. Foreign investment, you're foreign. So there we go. Joshua from Wilson Koo. Thanks. Thanks, Vanessa. Exactly. Nice story. Phone. Yes, exactly. Haha. Security issues. Exactly. Funny as hell. Security issues. Right. The rest of the world's buying it up, no problems. But no, you can't sell in America. Hold on. Huawei was a small company that started with a college kid and his friends that wanted to have a phone like iPhones without the price point. Exactly. And now look where they are. Number 2 in sales in America without the American market, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about cell phones, the American market is the number 1 market who buy cell phones in the world. So they're number 2 without the American market. Imagine if they had the American market. So long Apple, so long Samsung, no more $1,300, $1,500 cell phones. And oh, by the way, your phones are already behind. I'm talking about Samsung and Apple, right? Phone's already behind. Oh, and by the way, the other guys, they don't need your Google. They have their own GUI. How about that? Because you guys acted like fools and said, oh, no, we can't. They can't have Google. They can't have the App Store. They can't have all that. They said, well, we'll make our own. We do have programmers too, you know. I'm like, this is craziness. Come on now, America. You got to be better than this. You're just handing over the keys to the competition. First, you have companies moving outside of the United States to manufacture and give them a tax break. Then you allow those same companies to leave their money offshore and not pay taxes. Then you allow these companies to go to another country like a China, and then they have to give over their technology. So then China can manufacture that technology and sell to the rest of the world and compete against the same people. Yeah, real smart, America. Jesus, man, this is crazy. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Even Xiaomi phones are ahead of what we have. Exactly, Wilson Koo. That's the next country. $350 to $500 phones are better than the freaking Apple and Samsungs. They just don't make phones on a different network. So, but I think they can use them in Canada. Exactly. Zomi phones, also 500, 550, 600 and under. And they have better, oh my God, don't even let me get started. It's just that insane what's happening. All right. Just like it's insane that we pay $40 a month for, I don't know, but the T-Mobiles and the AT&Ts and the Sprints and all that. And these guys are charging people $40, $50, $60 a month. And then if you run over gigabytes, we're going to charge you more. I'm just like, this is insane. And the rest of the world's just like, give me that $25, $50 SIM card. Oh, and you can renew the SIM cards when you run out. There is no monthly fee. You just pay for the SIM card. Speaking of that, so in other words, here's the other beauty of it. So that SIM card that I still have the SIM card. It still has minutes and gigabytes on data on it. I can still use it. But here's the funny part. So in other words, if I don't use up all my time or all my data, it's not monthly. So if I bought this SIM card for, let's call it $80, and it lasts me 2, 3, 4 months, I don't pay extra. I don't just keep paying monthly for the hell of it. Man, just don't even let me get started with this. Good night, fam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours and 26 minutes in. I'm going to have to run because 3.5 hours is almost like a record. And I want to thank everybody for being here tonight because I didn't even get into the klima. I was going to talk about klima tonight, and we didn't get into that, but I guess I'm going to have to before I go. Klima also is a state protocol. They're also doing crazy APYs, except they're on the Polygon network. 32%. That's what they're claiming. They have the bond as well. That's very smart. They have a treasury then. I like that scenario. And I went over here because, let's see, we stayed on the screen. I wanted you to see. And once again, I can't remember on Klima, but anyhow, you have to go. Yeah, I'm already here. But I wanted to find the docs so you guys can see what I was talking about, even though I had to strip it from one of my videos because I messed up. But let me, I'm trying to get, here we go. Trying to get because this is Matic. And the thing with Klima is, again, Matic runs on Ethereum network. But in the case of Klima, you have to get it on the Polygon network. So on your MetaMask account, you have to create that Polygon network. And unfortunately, I was trying to find their info, but I can't pull it up real quick. But you got to be on the Polygon network on your MetaMask. And then you have to add a custom token, Matic. The Matic you add is going to look different than the Matic logo on the Ethereum network. On the Ethereum network, the logo is an M, blue M. But when it's on the Matic or Polygon network, it just has a squiggly line, I think it was. And that was it. So that is Klima, all I can tell you about. But this is also along the same lines as the protocol for, let me go over here to Carbon. But this is also like Wonderland and Olympus. So I like these type of things here where they do the bond and the treasury, because that means people, when they do bonds and treasury, they're not taking money in and out. A person that stakes usually isn't taking money in and out either. So now you have a liquidity pool where people are actually dumping in hundreds of millions of dollars. Then you have people over here who say, okay, I'm staking it. So now there's two things that are where people are just keeping their money. And then you have people actually buying and selling on the exchanges and open market. So it's actually, there's an ecosystem based on, as far as I'm concerned, the fees. So that's all I can tell you about Klima. And we're going to have to wrap this up. And hopefully You guys stay tuned. SSN Lifestyle, we are going to be doing a little bit more promotion starting now, because in about 10 days to 2 weeks, we're going to have that first opportunity for the Ring of Fire, which I'll actually throw that in the promos for right now so you guys would understand. All right. Ring of Fire is coming soon, somewhat like Shark Tank, in case you're not familiar with this. But before you go, please smash the like button. If you liked what we talked about tonight, wait till you see what's going to be on Monday Night Live. Please join us then at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please subscribe to the channel if you like our conversation here. And as always, everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here, and that's why this high risk, high rewards is in full effect right now. You have your duffel bag of cash. Let's get to it, and let's maybe take a little bit of risk right now with diversification. Don't just sit on your laurels. Don't rest on your laurels. And everybody who hasn't started to get their duffel bag of cash, well, maybe Olympus, Wonderland, Klima, Smart Coin, all the rest, Strongblock, maybe that can help you invest a little to gain a lot. It's all up to you. You got to do your own due diligence. Nobody's stopping you. No barriers to entry. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.